Hello, hello, my green skins, and welcome, 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 welcome to Monday Madness. Welcome to the fun. Welcome to the insanity. I'm going to be having a blast with this, and we have ourselves a lot of people today because this is going to be one big video. There we go. We are very close to that big old 500, boys. Let's see if we can get to that this week. Let's see if we can get to that. We're so close. All right, today with me we have Bob the Marauder. Today with me we have Dark Prince Alibaba, and Soups is supposed to be here soon.
Genuflect, show some respect, down on one knee.
Damn straight. We're going to be getting some stuff up. I'm just sending something to Soups. I believe Soups will be coming up shortly, and we'll be talking about a lot today. There's a lot to talk about. And oh boy. Oh, we should have someone up.
There's Soups.
Hey! Hey!
Hello.
Hey! Hello! You left the thing, but now you're back. All right. Welcome. All right. So, welcome to the server. I don't know why you. How did you get kicked?
Basically, I kind of went through burnout and left every server on Discord.
Oh, you did that again. Oh, okay. Understandable. All right. Welcome to it. Welcome. I understand. So tonight we have a lot to talk about. We have some movies to talk, some TV shows, some video games. We don't have any TV shows tonight. I know I'm so excited for the new X-Men season 2. I'm hoping they do this right. It's like the only thing I'm looking forward to with this. And today
They really better do what we just said in the last video about it. Just take the pages of the comic and make it move. Don't insert some weird shit in there.
That's right. That's exactly what we want. We're gonna be talking about some. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about some silly shit, my friends. As always. All right. So right now we have ourselves our first thing. Remember, support stuff. By the way, I got this from IGN India. Huh? Well, check out IGN India. They have some interesting stuff coming out, guys.
I wonder what other countries IGN falls under. Do they have a
I don't
channel
know.
for every country on the world?
Maybe.
Is there an IGN Australia?
There has to be.
Is there an IGN Saudi Arabia?
Australia has always had their own version of American things. Like, if you went to Australia in the 90s, you had Australia's Funniest Home Videos, Australian Gladiators, same formats and all that. So they made their version of
Australian Gladiators. Wait, did they fight emus? Their bare hands?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's for the championship.
And it's like fighting a lion in the Coliseum.
Yeah, which is the belt is shaped like a beer bottle or a mug.
I apologize to the certain group of individuals, our community. Rum Panda's going to flinch on us, Bob. Let's start. Get ready, boys.
What do you mean? I see the first frame and I'm already flinching.
All right. Yeah. See. He knows. He's from Puerto Rico. He knows what's coming. Right. Let's do it, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you're watching the stream if you want to see this video. Here we go. Bam.
Oh no.
It's coming, boys. Dude, give me this. I will review this.
Yeah.
Okay, whoever has this, if you want me to live stream this, I will be the first preview to this. I want to play this game. Right here, baby.
When I saw that shit flying, I was like, that is deadlier than a shuriken. I don't care what 80s Hollywood was on about with all the samurai ninja weapons. No, the Shankla could kill a god. The pain and suffering it can imply upon you.
Yeah, it seems to be like I said, I got buddies of mine who are see I had the metal spoon.
Oh,
We had,
the
like,
metal spoon.
Yeah, we had the spoon. That or the spatula. I barely got hit with that, but I will tell you this right now, when I heard that drawer open, oh boy.
I'm about to say that there are 3 tiers. You know how like in every RPG you have like the different metal tiers. Like you got your iron, then your steel, then your like mithril or whatever. There was 3 tiers of Shanklas.
Yep.
There's like the little flip flop that's made out of that plastic foamy material. It's like, yeah, that hurt, but not the worst one. Then there's the cork. The cork fucking hurts. And then, like, the highest tier, your mithril tier Shankla, is anything made out of a hard wood.
So, Soups, I don't think you suffered the culture of the beats that some people got. Like, I was the leather belt. I was the leather belt, the spatula, and the spoon. That was my punishment payment. Did you have something similar to this?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you guys watched. Where do I watch the stuff?
When you were a kid,
YouTube.
and you did something wrong, what did your parents or elders discipline you with?
Oh, shame and guilt. And basically, it was so effective I even beat myself up.
Shame and guilt.
Okay. Oh, shame and guilt. Oh,
shame
okay.
And wait.
You know what?
Shame and sorry. I don't. Chief, we were in the fucking trenches, my boy.
Here you go, Soups. I'm just gonna send you the video. You can watch it on the video, okay?
Right.
There you go, good sir.
Dad, it's like here it is like you were enlisted with some other guy, and Chief, you and I are enlisted guys who are out there. You know, with fucking ground pounders. We're out there. This guy's a paper pusher. Shame?
No. I will contest that. Proper shame and guilt, done properly, will fuck you up more than anything else. Me grandma never hit me. She had a passive aggressive energy that has haunted me and turned me into a sexual tyrannosaurus. Because I am able to shift my energies into the same energy that I can tap into the dark side of the force, and I can say something.
What, you a fucking Super Saiyan?
I can tap into that dark side of the force. Shut up for a second. I'm going off.
Oh man, he can sense the chakras.
Bob, you've seen the energy before. I will hit people with them, and they're like, "Oh God, that hurts." How the fuck? It's like this brutal side thing. No, shame and guilt. My grandmother taught me. She was a grandmaster at that shit. She got my dad and my uncle fucking done dead to rights, boys. Simp Lord.
Shame and guilt, Bob comparison is like the salt and pepper, like the little cherry on top after the beating. You know, the good old shit list that you always get slapped on, and that's after you're battered and bruised.
My friend remembers that. Long story, funny story actually. A little side tangent. We'll get off the whole child abuse.
The child abuse. It's not abuse if it works.
Okay. My friend. Okay,
that was a joke.
Story.
That was a joke, YouTube.
My friend, was a Hot Wheels kid, and his dad. He played with the tracks, but his dad used the tracks a little more, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, damn.
And so his dad, one day his grandmother bought him another Hot Wheels thing. He opened it up and started crying. And Grandma's like, "Why are you crying? You didn't buy this present for me. You bought it for him."
Oh my god.
That is literally what happened.
More switches for the little shit!
Hello, who just showed up? We got
Hello, Ethereal Dragon.
Welcome.
Goodness.
Yeah,
Hello.
Finally got
This
it.
is a full house. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got a
brought
whole
enough chairs.
Yeah. So that is legit. He started crying and said that to me. This is what he said to me. I don't know if it's true. What he said to me. Okay, so Dark. We're the last one on the flip flop Fury. What's your thoughts on this? How much child abuse did you get?
None.
Oh.
There's none that I can remember, at least.
One second.
Oh, damn. That's fucking scary. They beat the shit out of you and you don't remember. That's terrifying.
No, I have a pretty good memory.
Let me,
they beat the kid so bad he has amnesia. Oh, God.
Don't worry. 1 second. I'll get a flip-flop. I got one over here.
I am indifferent to the flip-flop. We wear it where I'm from.
Yeah.
Like it's not like over there where you're not used to it.
Yeah. No, they cane your ass over where he's from, so he's got to be careful.
Oh, the caning.
Or maybe it's different. Yeah. Maybe I don't experience pain the same way as you guys.
Okay.
Because usually, like, parents slaps you with their palm. Oh, it hurt. Chunkla over here. Meh, doesn't hurt that much. It's more emotional pain than physical pain. Pain that I made my mom angry.
Okay, so the shame and Jill comes in. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Put
Put it in neutral. Put it in neutral. Okay. Watch the gearbox.
You're neutral.
Oh, you're driving right now, so you can't even see these shit. This is gonna suck. So Knockout Battle for Imagination is next.
Knockoff Battle
for Imagination. Indie Game Hub, boys. Can you see it, Soups? You good? You there, Soups? Did we lose you?
He's muted.
Yeah.
Oh,
muted.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I got Knock Off the Battle for Imagination, and I'm gonna mute so I can watch it and not override you guys.
Okay, ready? 5, 4. By the way, support local indie game hub. Let's go, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nostalgia reignites cherished memories from our childhood, such as reminiscing about our favorite toys. With the power of make-believe fueled by our imagination, we transformed into fearless warriors, menacing monsters, wise wizards, or even powerful robots. We engaged in epic battles with our friends. Among all the exciting playthroughs, one question perpetually lingered. Who truly reigned as the strongest? Brace yourself, for the answer is about to unfold.
And I think we're fighting.
Okay. So Knock off.
This game goes by another name.
What's that?
Toy Story, Andy's Bedroom Rumble.
There we go. There we go, boys.
I wanted to ask you something real quick. Do you want me to put your Patreon on?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we'd love that. And put Soups on as well if you can.
So there's a bit of a lag. The video just finished for me, so I didn't hear what anyone was talking about.
That's stream delay. That's all that is.
Yeah. So what basically what you're I will get to everyone's thoughts. So make sure to put Soups up too if you can. That'd be great. Okay, so put my Patreon up as well. All right, so Soups, what's your thoughts? We'll give you the first go, and then we'll go to Dark. And I don't know if Ethereal can watch it with us. We'll have to, maybe Ethereal will be able to talk about the other stuff if he can't. I understand he's working. No big deal. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Soups.
I think it looks like a decent fighting game.
Yeah. Okay. Dark, you're next.
I thought that was the Street Shark.
I was liking that. I thought that was really clever. But Bob, your thoughts?
I have one moment. You have me all over the place. I'll be honest. I don't have certain links. I'd be honest, Chief. I didn't even know we had a Patreon.
Oh shit!
For the longest time, I didn't even know we had one.
Yeah, it's linked in the description. Never mind. We did that a long time ago. No big deal. Anyway.
All right. On to the proper subject matter. I can see how this could go for a certain crowd, I'll be honest. One thing I did notice about the trailer, I don't know if you guys picked up on it. Mm-hmm. They were in the training room. Because I noticed the enemy health bars were regenerating during the combos just to show off gameplay. It was one of the first things I picked up on. I was like, wait a second. Oh, they're in like the training lab or whatever you call those in fighting games.
The training.
Yeah. Can I unlock the minority version of Woody as a DLC? His finishing move will be there's a Glock. And I'm not reading the rest of that. I'm not reading the rest of that. You're not, you motherfucker. I'll leave that there.
You know, as we're watching this, I'm thinking, making a fighting game on a nostalgic brand. What would it be cool to have a celebrity deathmatch video game, a modern one?
We already have. We have 3.
Don't they have those?
Do they?
Aren't Flash games?
Yeah, they have 3 of them. They're all awful. They're absolute crap.
Hell yeah.
Okay, a good one.
Because at the end of the day, when you realize that no one gives a fuck about celebrities, like anyone who has a genuine give a fuck about a celebrity is like, yes, this person in this magazine, and then they forget about it until the magazine reminds them, hey, look what this person did.
I use celebrity in its truest definition. Nowadays, everyone's just a personality with a Twitter that everyone can talk to them.
Wait, if you're going by that logic, then Fortnite.
Yeah, you got Fortnite. You got your Fortnite.
All the YouTubers and streamers that they have as skins. There you go.
Mm-hmm. So we got Last Harbor, boys. This will be the last one for reviews tonight. And then we're going to be getting to the best. We'll be getting to the best Indiana Jones game ever. It'll be Space Quest Historian. Again, check out IGN. Remember to check these guys out. Remember to look at trailers. Have your fun, boys. Last Harbor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What was the name of the game?
Last Harbor.
That rat fuck. First, conceal your shit.
So, what's your guys' thoughts on Last Harbor? Give it a couple seconds while everyone gets their thing out. We'll start with Bob. Bob, go ahead, and then we'll go with the boys.
These are the themes I do enjoy. Looking at the gameplay, there's one thing that I always have a fear of, but I understand why they do it. Some survival games tend to look the same, if you catch my drift, like the way the HUD is, the way your character holds things. Because the way my man was holding that pistol, I was like, geez, dude, that's pretty high up. I was about to say, you could do a low ready. Why is it all the way up here? But it's probably just to show the player. If I was to be so bold as to what this initial thing reminded me of, is like, you take Sea of Thieves, you modernize it, and then you add Eldritch Barnacle Horror on top of it. That is kind of what it felt like, because it's like, yeah, you have some grit here, but it still has that almost cartoonish graphic style. Yeah. Though, if I could ever pick this up on PlayStation, yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Looks like it's a multiplayer game too, so there you go. You got yourself your
the one thing I do worry about. Please don't be like other survival games and have PvP, for the love of God, because that's the most vexing thing to me.
Okay. So next is Let's Go Dark. Your go, man.
Well, to build what Bob was saying, I guess you're not a fan of Dead by Daylight.
Oh no. Oh, not at all. You call that a horror game? Sorry. I probably shouldn't be getting too into it, but yeah, no, Dead by Daylight. Poo garbage. Absolute garbage.
Okay.
I'll leave it there. I can go on a tangent.
All right. I don't know. I think it's all right.
I'm 50-50 to Dead by Daylight because there's certain things it's literally it's that game's a little notorious for your only saving grace is when you have one player that's decent and three others that suck. Otherwise, you spend the...
Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I look at it exclusively from the perspective of the killer. You know, the thing that's supposed to be a powerhouse in the game, and you feel powerless.
Yeah.
24/7. Get the fuck out of here. And
they
try to write it in lore that it's the entity's game, but no, it just feels like a fucking video game. I don't feel menacing at all.
Yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy for the villains. That like it was the same thing that happened to there's a game that was similar to it called Veterania or something like that. It's like a game where everyone had buttons for eyes. And the problem was the killers were cool. There's some ones. I had one where it was a spider character, and she could like spin a web. And I was literally freaking once there was a skilled enough party, I spent the entire game playing catch up. And even though I leveled that character up to max level, I could not catch a skilled party with a Discord launch. Yeah. And they were all talking on side speech.
You know, it's kind of weird. The one game that I see that still has love, like a little cult classic, small community level of love, Evolve. Even though the game's dead, technically, but a lot of people still love Evolve.
No, Friday the 13th still has a crowd, and now they've added bots to it, so you can be a little more. You could be a little more fun to it. So Friday the 13th still has that love. Anyway, so Soups, you're next on the list, good sir. What's your thoughts on this type of game? I know you're not a big zombie guy, so.
Yeah, I'm not a big zombie guy. I'm not I'm not a good like first person perspective, player kind of guy. It's like if I want to play a game, I want to see the whole thing. It's just first person never really appealed to me.
Yeah, so yeah, these are the three games for tonight. Usually we do 3 game reviews, like we'll take 3 games on the list, and this one looked real. These were the 3 I knew everyone would have something to say. Righty, so we're doing our preview.
Mm-hmm.
What?
With the last video, it's like what is it? A horror survival game, or is it a outdoor survival? It's like trying to be so much at once.
It's that former one. Horror survival.
Yeah, it's basically. Have you ever played Sea of Thieves there, Dark? No, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Don't.
So see it. Basically, you get your own little mini ship, and you sail around. You're most likely sailing around the Caribbean, it looks like, or some sort of area near the bayou or something like that. And the whole point of the game is that there was a
Maine.
zombie apocalypse.
I'm calling it now. That game takes place in Maine. Or
Okay, Maine, maybe.
Massachusetts.
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, well, there were some bayous there. That's why I was assuming it was more, New Orleans.
I was getting a lot of Far Harbor vibes from there, especially with the trees.
All right. Okay, I'll take your word for it, my friend. I don't know your environment that well. So my theory is you'll be on this little boat traveling around. So your boat is your only safe harbor. You can't park it up in the fucking close to the town because you'll get swarmed by zombies. But you can sit in your little canoe, sail over, grab your stuff, grab gear, grab equipment, grab food, grab supplies, and then fuck it back to your place. And then you're fishing, you're gathering, you're hunting. Then a small little mini boat like that. Yeah, a small little mini boat like that.
This can go. There's two routes because normally sharks, at least by the coast, are not that aggressive towards humans. Normally, so my two guesses are it's either Eldritch Entity causing influence or it's some BOW type shit.
It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to explain to him the mode of it. Like the story's secondary to what we're actually trying to get to. So that's the whole fun of it. It's all about gathering, gaining, and moving on to the next location. All right. So next we have to talk about Spacehead Quest Historian. I'll be doing a 5-minute block preview
Let me
of his.
Grab the link.
Thank you so much. So what happened was he had a situation where this video got completely removed due to some copyright shenanigans. We won't get into it. We won't talk about it. We've talked about it ad nauseum on the channel. But we're going to make it a point that we're going to watch 5 minutes, do a quick preview, check this guy's channel out. Decent channel. I enjoy what he does. He does a good job. And you know what? You got shanked. You got shanghaied. So give this video some love. Give this video a like. Give this share it out. Give it something. Let's bring those numbers back up because that was bullshit that he lost those numbers. And that's lost revenue. When you're doing this officially, that's lost revenue. So let's give the guy some praise and let's get this off the ground. All right, boys. First 5 minutes. I'm gonna put the timer on just because I don't want to go past 5 minutes on the channel. I didn't want to be a dick and steal his stuff. Hold on here. Timer. And we are hitting play, boys. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What video is it?
Space Quest Historian. Do you want me to pause it for a sec there, Soups?
Yeah, because I'm looking in the podcast channel. It's like, where's it at?
It should be in general.
Oh, general. Okay.
Yeah, I'll restart it. Yeah, I'll just restart. Well,
the best indie game ever.
No, it'd be Indiana Jones. Yes, best indie game ever. That's it.
All right, so play that one.
Yep. All right. I'm hitting play, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you as horny as you look?
God,
I'm horny.
Excuse me. I just remembered I have to go powder my hair.
If you're gonna keep doing that, at least pop open a window, huh?
Oh, Pardon me for interrupting. Ma'am? Excuse me, have you seen a historian around here? Never mind. All right, Jones. How are you going to find the Space Quest historian and all this junk? Oh no. Ow! Ooh. Ouch! Oh, my back. Hey, Space Quest historian! Space Quest historian.
And he's real
I'm here to
name.
rescue you. Let's get you out of here before the guards show up.
Rescue me.
What was that?
So
I can't remember
you
his real full
don't
name.
need rescue or anything.
I can't remember his
Because
first
his
What
name.
gave you
either.
that idea?
People heard
It was like
you,
mentioned
and you're
once.
tied to a chair.
Yes, and your point is?
Isn't there something you need help with?
Oh, can I borrow your whip, by the way? I think that might come in handy.
What? No. Look,
You know what's
I'm
funny? We're
sorry,
gonna get
I
past the little
don't-
skit, and that's
What
all
exactly
it's
is
gonna be.
this anyway?
I'm afraid
Should have asked
that's
for
a
8 minutes.
private matter.
How so?
Well,
Here we are, Space Quest historian. 100 beats. Ah, Dr. Jones, will you be joining us? I can always fetch more. Beats.
Ugh, not a chance. I am out of here. This is weirder than a Sierra adventure game.
Oh, it's Henry.
I am the Space Quest historian. In the early 1990s, LucasArts could seemingly do no wrong. From the release of The Secret of Monkey Island onwards, pretty much every game they put out, in the point-and-click adventure game genre at least, were certified bangers, both in the eyes of critics and players alike. There's a reason why LucasArts games are regarded by the general adventure game playing public these days as timeless, forward-thinking classics that haven't aged a day, whereas the contemporary titles from Sierra, with their dogged adherence to the punishing design philosophies of text adventures, such as dead-end scenarios and often unpredictable player deaths, are viewed as archaic and quote-unquote a product
I
of
got the
their
hiccups
time.
too.
And that's because LucasArts games truly were forward-thinking. A lot of the amenities we would expect from a modern-day adventure game, like not being able to get soft lock because you missed an important detail early in the game, or the fact that simply poking
Yeah, I should
your
have
head
asked
into
for
an
7 minutes.
unexplored
I don't know if
location
he's
might get
watching
you
the
killed and
video,
bring the game
but
to a screeching
if you're
premature
watching the
halt,
video,
originated
we should have
from
asked
the
for
LucasArts
7
design
minutes.
philosophy of the early 90s. And LucasArts were very much aware of this, going so far as to taking a very pointed stab at Sierra's insistence on brutal game
long
design
video,
in
by
their
the way.
manuals. Yes,
We're not gonna do the whole
manuals,
video, though.
plural. This paragraph about not being able to
Not
die
fair.
or get irrevocably stuck was reprinted in every single game they put out. They really wanted you to know that they were there to entertain you first and foremost, not punish you, and they knew damn well that this is what set them apart from not just Sierra games, but the expected norm of adventure games from that period. But this came at the cost of their games being perceived at the time as too easy. Believe it or not, a lot of adventure game players of the time expected to be treated roughly, like playing a game was part pastime, part assume the position and let's get lubed up. Loom, in particular, one of LucasArts' early masterpieces and easily one of my favorite
All
games
right,
of all
boys,
time,
we're gonna pause it here. I would like to continue doing this video, but I don't want to go too far. Please check this guy's video out. He got kind of shafted for like 10 days. So let's see more for this video. Like this video, subscribe, sub this video, subscribe to the guy, give him some love. He deserves it. He got kind of shit on, so we'll give him a. All right. So the kitty cat's up. The video's out, and we should be seeing a cat on the stream. Yes, we do. All right, boys. Let's start tonight's topics. Okay, so first on the docket is Michael Jackson. All right, sir. we're going to be talking about the Michael Jackson. Let's get to it. MJ 1, 2, 3. Michael Jackson. So the biopic that no one thought was going to go anywhere. Someone okay over there? I'm hearing a lot of weird noises on one end.
No, all is fine.
There we go. That's what it was. Okay. All right. That's. I was giving Soups a chance. Okay. So I didn't think we'd talk about this again. This movie has not only blown up. Not only has this movie, the movie that they want to ignore, the movie that they want to pretend doesn't exist. Okay, I wouldn't be talking about it if they just gave this movie an honest chance. I'm always about fighting for the little guy a little bit here and there. You know, my kind of I don't mind putting up my dukes for somebody. You know, if I feel like it's been unjustly treated. And this is literally what's going on with this. This movie has been completely ignored. So hard.
Maybe
so
they had some girls, underage girls stroking, they wouldn't ignore it.
Well, we're not going to get into that, okay? I get what you're saying, but we'll leave that alone. I shouldn't even have laughed at that, but I'm like, eh. Anyway, this was.
You know which
so...
movie I'm talking about?
I know which
movie.
I know which movie you're talking about. I'm keeping my mouth shut on that one. Though we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go. No, that niet. I know what you're talking about. Anyway.
Why are you German?
So. What?
You were German there. Niet.
Niet is Russian. It means
Russian.
no.
Yeah.
Niet.
9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Yes. There.
9, 9, 9, 11.
Oh my god.
Hey, guys. These monkeys are going to kick all you. Hey, this is going to get interesting. I'll have to kick everybody by the end of the session. Don't make me
get to the point where I got asked, what did I do? I've been quiet the whole time.
I grabbed that flip-flop, boys. I have the flip-flopper right fucking now. Open the window, start throwing.
Time to duck and cover.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway. What made this movie kind of amazing for that is I didn't think this would blow up. This made more money. This is the second biggest running film right now. And I asked Dark to look up to see how good Toy Story 5 or 6 or whatever new Toy Story is. How good is that doing right now?
I haven't seen it yet, but apparently, from what I've read, has the biggest box office opening weekend this year.
Really, what was its opening weekend?
I think 117 million. I don't know the numbers. I just read a headline, but it's to be expected. It's a kids animated movie based. It's Toy Story.
Okay.
It's expected.
How much did Michael Jackson get on its opening day?
I don't remember, but let's just say we're 60 million away from the billion mark.
Yes, we are. Well, no, actually, it all depends who you talk to. Here's the problem with Toy Story. I don't think it's going to make the billion mark. If it does, I'll be shocked because He-Man was supposed to be a kid's thing, and that didn't even come close. This defeated Star Wars. Star Wars got its ass handed to it by a biopic. And now that this has moved over to being played on like people can rent it, apparently it's the most rented. It was like the most, from what I was checking, was one of the most rented movies at one point.
Yeah, it's gone digital. The only country keeping it alive is Japan because it just released over there, and I would imagine the Japanese audiences would prefer to watch it Japanese dubbed.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a full version of this. This looks like it's going big. And that's the thing. I normally wouldn't talk about this. Hello, DJ Ronnie. No, we got ourselves a movie that I didn't see coming. And that's what makes me kind of fun. And you know what's funny? It says from the producers of Bohemian Rhapsody. I wonder how he feels that his movie got out fucking obliterated by Michael Jackson biopic.
I think everyone in the industry, in music at least, to varying degrees, understand and they acknowledge, they've accepted they can't beat Michael Jackson in terms of fame and number. This is the guy. I mean, Shakira was at today's football match, Argentina versus Austria, in the World Cup. Yeah. She could watch it fine. If Michael Jackson went to a World Cup match, they'd have to delay the game, just like he did with Magic Johnson's game in the 90s.
Yeah. It's despite the controversy, despite what people think about this guy, let's be honest. Even though the more we do research and the more people the thing about the more people keep coming out, the problem is none of these fuckers ever. That's made it worse for me as a person. Like, let's be perfectly honest. I don't think Michael Jackson, at this point, I'm now completely of the camp that Michael Jackson did nothing. Because one guy's like, oh yeah, this happened to me this happened to me on this day and this day and this day. And the next person's like, well, wait a minute, that happened to me on this day and this day and this day. So you're telling me Michael Jackson somehow magically teleported halfway across the world to be with one guy and then halfway across the world to be the other guy when the other guy wasn't there? Sure.
Don't forget the whole train station incident. It happened to me on this day at this train station. The train station that wasn't even built yet.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit, guys. At this point, I don't believe it. Go ahead.
It's Newton's law. For every action. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, you know how we made a D&D style character card for someone before?
Yeah.
What level bard would you say MJ is? Would you say he's like generational legendary level 20 bard?
Oh no, I actually, when he passed away, you weren't there for that session, but when he passed away, I legitimately had a part in the campaign where I actually said, today in the intergalactic news, because someone had their hands on an intergalactic news, like he had a newsletter that would change, like it was the Planescape Today. It was a weird Planescape thing.
Is it kind of like the newspapers in Harry Potter where they have like the ink moves?
Yeah. This basically said today a tragic event in the planes. A legendary interstellar bard passed away. Michael Jackson has died at such and such age. So no, I did actually legitimately put Michael Jackson.
Well, I'm saying is like if we were gonna write his character sheet out or something like that, just as an idea, because this is not my pony show. This is your guys's.
I don't want to spend the hour writing his character. I've already done that, so I have no validation on the matter. It wasn't even a level. You can't really give levels for modern day players like character like Michael Jackson, because most of his would be based off his skills and his proficiencies. He could be a level fucking 5 bard and pull this off.
Yeah. I said, this is not my pony show. This is your guys's.
Yeah. So this is definitely So overall, I don't know. Like I said, I'm insulted. I see. Here's I goes back to the big problem. This almost got to Super Mario Galaxy money. Nowhere else did this get there. And even though I do believe the what was the name of that movie? The movie that Markiplier made.
Iron Lung, and how they magically took his name off the billboard at the chart, just out of nowhere, just.
Yeah. That bullshit that they did to the creator of, like, the guy who did the Iron Lung movie. I actually believe, I'm not lying when I say this, I actually believe that those are the two movies that not only would that movie have been as bigger than what it should have been, Backrooms, if it was actually more promoted, would have been bigger than it should be. Yeah. And Obsession would have been bigger than it should have been. But all three of these movies, Star Wars.
In all of these Hollywood's what would you say?
Snobs.
In their mindset, their sphere, in their own arrogance, they still have not understood the concept of the Streisand effect.
Yep. This didn't stop people from watching. Like, they literally tried to bury this. Like, me and Dark have had
Chief,
many
you're very far away.
What exactly?
You're far away.
You're so far
Come
away.
back. Come back.
Come back.
Baby,
Or I'll
come
have
back.
to take over the show.
No, please don't. Don't leave me with him. Don't leave me with him.
I got it.
Cool, Chief, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong.
I don't want to lose my promotion.
Yeah. See, what happened was, unfortunately, my mom decided to call me right now, so I just did a do not disturb.
Oh, okay.
It's my mom. She'll call me right when I'm doing something, and I use this
I saw
phone
my
for.
career flash before my eyes.
Yeah.
I was gonna get demoted.
So anyway, this would have been interesting if I all of a sudden got banned from Discord again.
Nah, don't be talking like that.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the thing. I truly believe that, like, my fearing is they tried so hard to bury this guy. Now they can't. They have to keep him buried, because if it ever came out that this is all full of shit and that they literally tried to murder a pop king, could you imagine how much reputation that Hollywood, like the media, would lose at this point? Like, they're already in the dog water, they'd be gone.
Well,
so Dark,
my thought is it's Newton's law. You know, for every action there's an equal reaction. This guy was so big, when something positive about him comes out, someone wants to focus on the negatives, which I find strange. Like, who has a hard-on for the specific controversies about him that they have to see it everywhere they want? It got to a point where, you know what, we're sick of this. Accuser after accuser. Oh, I just realized. Oh, the crocodile did. What it's like to be the only person who did it. That, you don't remember that little pussy, that crybaby. I was about to say the F word.
Yeah.
The other F word.
No, I got you, man. I got you. I understand exactly what you mean, where people are just coming out saying negative things. Those who have inadequacies that they fear will often try to drag anyone down or try to measure themselves with the same stick. Yeah. But as the saying goes, do not cast judgments, for you shall be measured with the same.
But yeah, I mean, look at what Wade Robson. I mean, Wade Robson's a failure as a dancer because I don't know.
Hey, lawsuit! Be careful! I don't want to get a lawsuit. Allegedly, hey guys, no. All the legal
You're in Canada, he's in America, and he's from Australia. He can't do shit to anyone.
No, he can. He can. Canada laws fuck you this.
Okay,
do not.
Grade Robson. I'm going to change the name to protect
No. We're stopping here. Stopping here for the name.
Hey, Chief.
Anyway, back
Chief,
to.
I will say this: you're the one who wanted to talk about this subject matter. I blame you for this.
You know
what? I said, this ain't my pony show.
I gotta talk.
Guy's a dickhead. We'll leave it at that. About the movie itself. Movie was fun. A lot of people loved it. People are sick of the negatives because there's just nothing to substantiate the negatives on him. And the fact that there are people who just want the negatives, the question is, what is the matter with you? Why? It's like, it got to a point where do you believe he's guilty because you're this righteous person, or do you want him to be guilty because you want to validate disliking him? Which is even weirder because, I want this crime to have occurred so I could hate him.
It's so fucking weird, right? It's so fucking weird. It's the same.
They require the self-fulfilling prophecy. They require it in order to exist. Yeah. It's a pathetic existence at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you.
Well,
I can't imagine having to need a reason to dislike something.
Yeah. And what makes it
like,
so...
I just need to just elaborate it further. It's more like instead of something bad happened, someone is hurt. Instead of going, oh no, this person got hurt, it's like, yes, this person was hurt. Haha, I can hate this guy now.
God, it's like a cartoon villain. It's like Frieza.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, but
you know it's Frieza when it's you know it's Frieza and
So-
it sounds like me. Monkeys.
Okay.
You did that really well.
Boys. Let's get to this. Let's get to this a little bit. It's absolutely hysterical in some ways that this is how it goes down. Like the R.L. Kelly thing, people were like celebrating or they were dancing. R.L. Kelly played his music. Like apparently this was real things that happened that R.L. Kelly did. And this guy was totally guilty, apparently. Allegedly. Totally and utterly guilty for the crimes he committed. There was a literal thing where a teenage girl outright admits that R.L. Kelly pees on her. There is video footage. Everyone's like,
For the TF2 audience out there, Girardi.
I didn't want to get peed on. I just moved out the way. Ha! Told ya.
Yeah. I'm telling
By the
you,
way.
it's absolutely insane the level of what people R.L. Kelly, like this guy's insane. It's like it's weird. It's absolutely wildly lunacy that he still gets a negative rep. He still gets treated like shit. He still gets stepped on. Even after he's dead, we've had people saying he should burn in hell. There's a lot of evidence. This movie blows up. Talks about it. Okay, go ahead, Super. We're gonna give you the floor, then we'll let Dark. We'll
don't really have anything to say on that.
Okay, so we'll go.
I was the one calling your name. Remember how you always talk about tribalism?
I'm gonna head off now.
No, well, we're doing the Professor X thing after this. We're almost done.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Because I had to get up early for some job training, so it's like, oh boy, I'm going in and out.
Okay, we're gonna get this done. We're going right after this. We're gonna let Dark say his last bit, and then we're gonna move on to the Professor Xavier thing.
So, and when the critics review this movie, bad enough that they want to look at the allegations, but like they only want to focus on that. But it's kind of like, this is not for you. This is not for people. This is not really a movie in the traditional sense. This is kind of like a greatest hits, a 2-hour greatest hits video from a certain era, and now we're getting a part 2. So this is a movie that's meant to be enjoyed, not to stir some kind of discussion. I mean, okay, this is the guy. This is what he went through at this point in time. This is the songs he wrote. Because we know the story of Michael Jackson. We've heard it a million times. That documentary from the early 90s, The Jacksons' American Dream. Everybody knows it. There's really nothing new. There's hardly anything new in this movie that we don't already know. So this is kind of like a celebration of the guy. And it was made by the Michael Jackson estate. It was made by people who were with him. And
who didn't? Some of them didn't like him. Well, there's a big controversy on that. But we're gonna end it right here with this because I don't want to go too long on this. So that if Soup, I'd let you have the floor a little bit more, but Soups has to leave in a bit, and we're gonna get to his topic next. Okay, Dark. But we'll come back to it. We'll talk more about Michael Jackson during the darkest thing, the playthrough through that. So you okay if us putting a pin on it and talking about Professor Xavier retiring permanently, apparently?
Go ahead.
Okay. So it's official. They just did a huge comic arc where Professor Xavier escaped his confinement. For those that don't know, Professor Xavier committed a war crime.
Again?
Yeah, I guess it's number 2, right?
Was it being bald?
No. Basically, he committed a war crime where he legitimately used his telekinetic powers to defeat a psychic, like to basically use his psychic powers to set off a bunch of bombs that did a whole lot of damage to Earth. Let's just put it this way. In the Marvel universe right now, Earth doesn't look like Earth. Like they had a cure for cancer, for fuck's sakes. They've cured cancer. They've done a lot to Earth is completely different from our world now. At this point, Earth 616 is completely gone. So he woke up realized, his daughter was in danger, used a resurrection egg to bring back his beloved Chelsiar, and it looks like he's traveling to space. If you got any more question, boys, I will ask anything else. Soups, you have the floor. What's your thoughts on the fact that Professor Xavier left? And I'll give you what he decided to say to everyone before he left. They removed the brain they explained Professor Xavier's weird way of acting like a complete psychopath, as a brain tumor. And when they removed the tumor from his brain, they legitimately defeated it. Like that's how he got that's how he went back to being the, kindly Professor Xavier, not the psychopath who,
That's one hell of a brain tumor. Holy shit.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It changed him completely.
What, did it take over his fucking cognitive functions? That's more like a brain parasite if you ask me. But go ahead.
Oh, it got interesting. It got interesting what they ended up doing. This is about a 6-7 comic arc. This jumped from this was actually a great arc. This went through this went through the X-Men story arc. This went through Professor Xavier's solo arc. This went through X Factor. I believe it went through the Avengers. Everyone was after his ass. It got silly. So, Soups, you have the floor, my friend. What do you want to say?
Basically, at this point, it's like, I think they should just retire the entire X-Men, because in comics they just done so much shit that's like, why anyone still bothers to read them is beyond me.
I know they've now used Krakoa is now turned into mutant heaven. There's a mutant heaven, boys. There's a mutant heaven.
There's mutant heaven. There's Jewish heaven. There's straight people heaven. There's all kinds of categories for heaven now.
No, well, there never was a Jewish heaven in the Marvel comics.
But it's real due to the fact how many of the creators were Jewish.
What? No. There is no there's a heaven, but everyone goes to heaven. X-Men have their own special heaven, or you can technically get access to the other heavens by doing certain criteria. For example, if you want me to, I'll explain it to you. It's pretty interesting.
It sounds fucking stupid, but go ahead.
Okay, so for example, when Spider-Man died a valiant hero when he first hit the big one. When Spider-Man got a bullet through the chest and he died saving people, everyone was upset and sad. And then Thor was like, well, I'm not so upset and sad because I know I'm going to be seeing him in Valhalla. So he was sitting there drinking in Valhalla. He was a hero. He died a hero, so he ended up in Asgard.
And as his reward, he got to drink while underaged.
Yeah. Hey, and take it from a pro, Asgardian pussy's the best pussy. Okay, anyway. I mean, I'd get comments from that one. Yeah. Okay. No, so that's kind of how their heaven works.
It sounds like one hell of a fishing scheme. Must be a masturbator.
No, like that's kind of how Asgardians were. Like, there's been a lot of talks. Like, there's the famous Thor. There's the famous Thor conversation about gods bringing back people's children. There's that comic. Then there's the comic where there's another comic where he talks to a priest. He doesn't know where the priest is going to go and stuff. It's an interesting story because remember, Jesus, they kind of do and kind of don't in the Marvel universe. Jesus does exist in the Marvel universe.
Oh, do you remember that? Like in a few years ago in the comics, they made Jesus a mutant.
Astaghfirullah.
And it's like, oh no, he was just a mutant, and resurrecting was one of his superpowers.
Yeah, well, yeah. They made mutant Jesus. It's not really Jesus, but it's he looks like Jesus. It's not Jesus, but Jesus does exist. The creator. Yeah. The God. Okay, the way it works is there is a God above gods. He's known as the one who creates all. He's found in both the DC and the Marvel. It's something beyond everything. It's beyond us. It's beyond their world. It's beyond their existence.
Sounds like Buddha, if you ask me.
Buddha actually does exist in the Marvel universe. He's drinking beer somewhere in some bar.
Okay. Oh, so
You
just
asked,
like
tell
the
me.
way the mythos is, like Buddha's
Yeah.
hand is the world or something like that. You know, it just sounded like that. Except in this
Yeah,
case, it's the entire existence.
I don't want to get into the weird. Like we'd be here all day if we talk about the religious aspect of the Marvel comics. It's everywhere.
Well, hell,
And then-
I could tell you one thing. The one person I know is gonna get you to meet the Lord is the fucking Punisher. Jesus saves. That
yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Punisher Armageddon or
Yep.
Warzone. Oh my
Yep.
God! Sorry, that last scene still gets me. Go ahead, take it away while I think about that.
How shocked were you that little girl turned out to be Stephanie from from fucking Lazy Town? I was shocked by that.
I may or may not have done a backflip.
Yeah, that floored me. Okay, so this is what we're looking at when it comes to Xavier is finally leaving the X-Men after everything that's happened. Dark Ethereal, you've been absolutely quiet for this. What's your thoughts on the idea of Professor Xavier? They really don't know what to do with the character, so they're basically sending him out to space.
I mean,
already happened?
let's face it, let's just go retcon it in like 5 years, probably.
Yep. Okay. No, they've
Like,
basically
oh, look, Xavier's gone. I mean, look at all the X-Men they have resurrected. Like, what, 5 of them?
5 of them. Are you fucking kidding me? They've resurrected almost all of them have been resurrected by this point.
That'd be about 147 bodies.
Yeah. Soups, your thoughts on anything you want to add?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Anything
So,
ever
Dark-
been done permanently in these comics? Every time someone dies,
Yes.
there's some kind of MacGuffin they gotta find, they resurrect them, or no, it's an alternate future, or no, it's a clone of him, it wasn't the real one. There's always something that brings everything back to a status quo.
Yes, so far.
I will say that makes stories lose their impact when there is nothing that's genuine.
Doctor Doom is permanently dead so far.
Okay, even so,
Surprising.
going off of what Dark said, that makes a story less impactful because it lacks permanence, thus it lacks character. And when your characters lack character, are they even characters? Or are they
Punisher,
just cutouts to be thrown on a stage?
Punisher was permanently dead for a bit. He's now back, but he was at one time permanently dead. Like he was permanently removed.
My
Like
point still stands, ladies and gentlemen. My point still stands.
Because they're always going to find a way. Look, there's always going to be a way to resurrect someone. That's now ingrained in the lore of Marvel and all these comics, but especially Marvel.
Yeah. So that's my problem with
Like,
this. I
he
don't
died as the Phoenix bolt, and then they're like, oh, no, that was really just a clone of all. Then they brought back, how did they bring it back? Colossus, like, with aliens or some crap like that?
No, they got rid of the Phoenix. They finally got rid of the Phoenix Eggs bullshit, so that's all gone. The last one was just used. Professor Xavier just used the last egg. Like
egg.
The only thing they did, blog story. We'll get about it. We'll get into that later. We'll
one of the
explain
7 Dragon Balls.
I'll explain it later.
The dragon's what's it now?
So this is how bad it is for this. So that's my only fear with this. I don't know what else they can do to at this point. What can you do with a character that you've basically morally destroyed? At this point, everything that he was, everything that he stood to be, is now gone. Like, yeah, get rid of him. I'm of honest opinion. He turned into a complete fucking zealot, and I hated it because to me as a person, I look at it like this: he was a man fighting a losing battle, and he knew he had to defy mankind. He had to defy the very nature of humanity and move against society, and he tried that, and it fucking damn near almost destroyed him. And so to see someone who he kept fighting for it. That's what made Professor Xavier great. That's what made Professor Xavier awesome in every fucking way. I'm not going to clean my glasses one second. But yeah, that's what made him completely amazing. This is a guy who kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, he had some backup plans that were bullshit that some people got mad at because Batman had backup plans. And so they, for example, they had the Xavier plans, basically plans to stop, like if his mutants went completely off the fucking deep end, because he was creating an attack force. They created, like, they had a counter thing here for that. Everyone got upset. I'm like, well, fucking Jesus fuck, what do you think happens after a fucking god, a spiritual super entity like the Phoenix Force entered into a body of one of his mutants and damn near almost wiped out all of humanity? So yeah, I can see why the man decided to create a fucking backup plan.
Oh, how I've been waiting a long time to say these 2 words to you, Charles. Shut up.
Yep.
And that's what he... So he kind of realized himself that he was doing everything for nothing? In this continuity, at least?
No. In this one, he went completely right field. Like this is the original franchise. He created his own island of mutants. He created Krakoa, which was itself a giant mutant. He went tits to the fucking wall on a lot of other stuff. Created war crimes. Started bringing people back from the dead. It got
Wait. Not committing war crimes, creating war crimes.
I will get
So
that is a delegation that you need to bring.
We are going to talk about that. We're going to talk about
no committing, creating.
We'll talk about
They
it.
have to open a new chapter.
We will talk about that later. I read the entire Krakoa arc. I've actually read it for the channel. Soups, you wanted to leave, right? All right. Thank you so much, Soups. If you want to check out Soups' art, go to his channel, go to his Patreon. The man has some good work. Have a look at his stuff. Who knows? You might want to get a shirt or something made. Thank you, Soups. If you're taking off, do you stick around for this, or you going to bed?
Yeah, have a nice night, you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick.
Have a good night.
We got 2 reviews to get to, boys. It's that much. We got that much going.
All right.
That's it. What war crimes could a psychic create? Emulsifying somebody?
I don't know, finding out someone's bank account information?
Oh, that's like IP. Well, actually, wait. Yeah. You don't even need an IP address for that. Is like you just scan the brain.
Wait, can't he control people or just read their minds? I'm confused about how his power works, or does it depend on continuity?
Depends. It really depends. There are times he could read minds, lift objects, and then supposedly Mr. Tumor Man over here, this version of Xavier, can possess people. Well, not really possess, but you get what I'm saying.
I'll get into the bullshit of his powers. The big thing they did in the arc, they confirmed Professor Xavier's considered an Omega level telepath, which makes him the second most powerful telepath on the
behind
planet.
Galactus.
No, on the planet, maybe even the universe. Telepath. Galactus is not a telepath. All right, we have ourselves Michael Jackson will be removed, but we are going to get to our next little video. We are going to talk about Revengers first, and then we will get to the next review.
Just Revenger. There is no plural.
Okay. All right, so I gotta close some of these videos out here. But we could talk about this because there's a lot we could talk about. So, Revengers the anime. We started watching it for the channel. Your thoughts on a very interesting anime?
Let's see, Revenger. I have not seen it yet, but there is one interesting thing about it. From a voice acting standpoint.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say after a certain movement started a few years ago, we're not going to get into that again, a lot of prominent voice actors from 5 years ago or more are no longer taking leads anymore, as I look at the show's English voice cast. But almost all of them are people I don't recognize.
You know what's kind of amusing from it? You know what really makes it kind of funny? Let's add a little laugh to this. What makes it really kind of funny is, other than like, I think they got the voice I think they got the voice actress to play Kari as one of the voices here. That's it. Kari from Digimon. That's it.
As who specifically?
The character with the kites, the killer kites. Yeah. So so Bob, your first thoughts on this little review that we're doing here of this?
Good. It's very difficult for episode 1 to get me hooked. This one did it, and it did it really well.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I like what I'm seeing and I like what I'm watching. You get something.
I don't want to have to dedicate to like 3 or 5 episodes in to then get into the series. It's like, no, you need to catch me episode 1.
Yeah, this does have that episode 1 catch.
Yes. Outside of like maybe some fantasy aspects here and there, everything else feels legit, like genuinely believable.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so this was like, what, maybe late 15th century, early 1600s, probably Edo period Japan.
This is right around the time when the Dutch were starting to trade with Japan, and Japan was getting their hands on a lot of guns.
Tanegashima, Aquabus.
Yeah, this is right around the time. This is right. It looks like this is right after or before the Catholic Rebellion that happened on an island that literally they wiped out Japan, Jesus Christ. And yeah, for those who don't know, apparently
another tangent. Okay.
Yeah, Second Coming of Christ was seen in Japan apparently, and he had to fight the Japanese went to war with him over it, and he died. Apparently.
Supposedly,
according to the weird Japanese stuff that go to explain the Japanese religion, the Japanese Christianity thing would be an entire video because that fucker went a long time, and there are several conflicts that happened. And the funny thing is how they ended it. They fucking crucified the Japanese purposely crucified the people. And forced the Dutch off their island. They were only allowed on one mini island. I'm assuming that's the island we're on. Is this video is being portrayed as like this is where they had their island. So this is where a lot of the stuff's going on is on that island. And this is right around that time. So go ahead, Bob.
What? Sorry, you went on a tangent and I bugged out. Okay, yeah, so I was able to extrapolate this is probably Edo period. Flintlocks have hit the island. They're not matchlocks, is one of the key details I noticed, even though the pistols, when they fired, they sounded suppressed, which was odd. But on top of that, there's some fantastical elements here and there, like what's her name with the razor wire string kite thingy. But that one's like, okay, fine. You know, she uses it like garrote wire, kind of. Okay, yeah, fine. I can believe that. The Mr. Man with probably the coolest tattoo I've seen of Mary.
Yeah.
that is a cool tattoo. I ain't gonna lie.
I kind of want that tattoo. That was actually like,
yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, that dude is metal. The little gold leaf that he uses. I can understand the suffocation aspect of the gold leaf folding in on the face. I got that. It's the dispersion that I'm like, how does that work?
Okay, I have a theory. The reason he's holding it up like that is because he's putting poison with his fingers into the device.
Okay, so you're saying like it loses its saturation and then that's when it shatters after the What would that be? That would probably be some sort of neurotoxin applied to the face. There's a lot of openings in the face. Nostrils, mouth, eyes.
I would say it's some sort of venom, because I also think the reason he does that is that he bites it a little bit just to leave a little bit of a char, so when he wraps it onto someone's face, it's legitimately a way of suffocating him, and then it's also poisoning him at the same time. That's my theory.
That's why I say it's not a venom; it's neurotoxin.
Oh, okay. Well, neurotoxin. Well, you can't get immune to neurotoxins. That's why I think it's a venom.
Not immunity, but the way it attacks the body. That
I know.
Is the giveaway for me is because it's like that is a collapsed and seizured muscles whenever they finally do pass, because their face not emulsifies, it desiccates, but it also strains the muscles. So it's like it's probably a neurotoxin of some sort. And I'd imagine on that one little corner, it's not applied there. Because I'd imagine the implication is it requires an opening of some sort.
If you watch how he directs his fingers into it. So in other words, he'd be putting the neurotoxin into his own body at that point if it's related to your skin contact. So it has to be some sort of toxin or venom.
He cuts me off right as I was about to tell him.
Okay, well, just explain.
Opening, direct line to blood vessels, which Gold Leaf, for those who don't know, can fleck. It's very delicate, which is also why he holds it in such a manner. So as the person struggles to breathe, some gold flakes can break off, go down the throat, and also with teeth and gums. This is why caffeine hits like a fucking truck the moment you take a sip. Your gum line. That is direct line to your blood.
Yep.
Same with the nose. The nostrils have sensitive skin on the inside. I know I'm getting into the toxicology of this, and this is just one of the characters.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move past this. Either way, it's fucking cool. Metal as fuck that he does like a small prayer to Mary, and I was like, oh my, that is awesome.
Yeah. And like you said, no one pulls at the mask. If you ever notice, they can never seem to get their hands up. So I'm assuming it's some sort of debilitating, and he's actually moving around. It's an interesting character. The samurai has an interesting technique.
I wasn't going to talk about the samurai immediately. I was going to move on to Doc, actually, my favorite character.
Well, okay. Well, I was going to talk about samurai. Go ahead, talk about Doc, and then we'll get to the next one.
Yeah. I was going to talk about all the characters that are currently in the squad, then get to our main guy.
Yeah.
So, Doc, I want to know how this man's career started. Because holy shit, it's one thing to be a doctor, it's another thing to be a mechanical engineer and a smith at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is where all the fantastical stuff comes out. All these gizmos that this man has, I'm like, my goodness. This man is big brain. He has many folds in his brain to both be a doctor and an engineer and probably a blacksmith.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about the character. There's a lot of vibes that he's been around the block. And the other thing about the character is legitimately, I would say from a physical strength standpoint, he's interesting. Now, that bow that he uses is absolutely silly and insane.
I was about to mention, I think if he did not practice, he may have been a samurai in his own time. But he also could have learned the technique. Because the way he drew that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm getting to it. Shit. Man, you're on Yap City today. Holy fuck. Oh my goodness. But yes, the way he drew the arrow, but also, my dude, could you not take your shirt off first? Those fine threads. The man, as he's drawing the thing, and I understand like the reddening of skin, this is another part where I say the fantastical comes in. Because with the red skin, he's steaming like crazy, and I imagine there's like some sort of technique. We'll get onto it with the samurai guy. That's where the mysticism really kind of comes out.
Okay,
but as he's drawing, his muscles are rippling like the fucking Hulk, and he tears out of his coat and shirt. And I'm just thinking to myself...
It's wilding, Bob.
As I was saying, he breaks out of these fine threads, and I'd imagine he probably has like more. I mean, yeah, he's a doctor, he has money, but it's like, dude, just take the shirt off, and he would have saved your coat and your shirt.
Okay, so weirding or wilding is the sensation of it's a Celtic thing. So this is why he's like, oh, he's a samurai. No, you're wrong. That technique...
I did not say, I said may. It goes to show how much you're listening to me. Yeah, it is.
No, I don't. Anyway, back to this. The wilding is a technique where your muscles start contorting, you start building, you get bigger, you get stronger. It twists you and throws you around. It makes you super strong. Famous.
You mean like Kuka Lane?
Yeah, Kukulin. Yes, that's literally what he does. If you watch it, he actually does turn super red, and his body heats up, and he becomes super hot. So he's firing. He's using a specialized bow that is basically a ballista. He's firing a ballista. The way it's trying to do the quopercent to it, and the way the bow flexes and moves, it's based off that. So, okay, you want to talk about other characters? Talk about the card guy. Go ahead.
I wasn't done with that guy because I was going to talk about the intricacies of the bow outside of it folding out. It also has a hydraulic system that you probably didn't notice. It has pistons by the grip.
Yep.
And the immediate calculations he was able to make. That was another takeaway I took from it. It's one thing to fire a weapon. It's another thing to draw it. It's another thing to make calculations like that on the fly. Doesn't matter how fast your target's moving, with how far away. And also, his initial step down onto that roof tile and just fucking shatters the roof tile to get his footing. I'm like, my God, how strong are you? Holy shit!
Okay, so
but that was even before he did the wilding thing. Okay, this is why I kind of had like this list lined up here. Then he wanted to throw it out. All right, we're talking about the card guy, Mr. Gambling. Oh boy, does this boy like to gamble. So much so that he kind of has the it's kind of am I so bold to say, I've seen this in some Asian cultures where the luck of the draw is like the big thing for this guy, so much so that he draws things out of his kimono. He draws like these little... What game is that, actually?
I actually don't know. It's a Japanese game. It's a type of card game. It's not Soji.
Yeah, he's basically drawing these chips, which are supposed to act like cards. And is like good luck, bad luck. You know, that's how he does things. It's like, is it going to be a good day or bad day? He immediately draws from his robe.
I know the name too, but it's not the tip of my tongue. But go ahead, Bob.
Yeah. Now, I haven't noticed a fine edge on those little card pieces, because that's how this man does his damage, as he flings these things almost like shuriken, but the way they impact into a person. This is where I'm, once again, back to that mysticism and like magical strength, is like, they don't have a fine edge, they more or less just lodge into a target by sheer force.
Okay, so I'm assuming that these are metal cards. That he has one set
Probably.
that isn't. It is. That's what I'm assuming, because they indent themselves in a way that he can, you wouldn't be able to do it with paper, especially because they were using rice paper back then. So there's
wood. It's like probably wood with paper on the front.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know any wood that goes with that doesn't require a fine edge, so it's probably metal. I think you're onto something. It's probably like painted really well, because Mr. Goldleaf Man is also an artisan. So I won't be too surprised if he does some of that work to make his, playing cards kind of nice. But this man kind of acts like a gambit. He's a bit of a jackass, but he's a ruffian at the same time. Yeah. He's in that category of, I want to hate you, but I can't. It's like there's still something solid about him that it's like, you're a solid guy. And I understand everybody in this group actually is not fond of samurai. That is one thing you pick up on. Mm-hmm. Some of these people either have bad blood or they've lived in this area, because similar to the trade and what Chief was talking about with the Dutch on this island, this is kind of a red light district down with the chapel and all that down there, but up top is like the slums. And when I say slums, I mean like walking corpses. Like Brazilian favelas look nice compared to this. It's rough.
Honestly, the funny thing is a lot of these places are built in the places. Do you know how much money those places are? And like it would have been worth some serious goth back then. Dark. There's still a couple places up in the up in the Middle East that have like mountains that have actual like like homes in them. How much are those going for right now? I'm not joking I'm sort of joking, but like if you were to try to get a house in like a castle wall in one of the castle towns that are found in France,
Chief.
they're fucking expensive. Anyway, so
Asking price is easily around, if I got my numbers right, about 400,000, because I'm talking specifically San Diego. When I saw that the little slum houses on that cliffside, I immediately thought of a place I've seen in San Diego where these houses are kind of like meh. They're built on the cliffside, which is kind of risky in my mind. I would not want a house on a cliff. But also the asking price for them is exorbitant. But then again, that's California for you.
That is still one of the last Starfighter, for those that don't know, that was still one of the coolest fucking trailer parks I've ever seen, where it was on that fucking right next to the highway on that cliff base. That was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I would have loved to live there. Anyway, so
yeah, Mr. Luck of the Draw, drinking habits, the typical gambler life, but he really kind of opens up the story that a lot of the people here, except for probably Doc, have bad blood with samurai and probably nobility because they probably grew up in the slums, or X, Y, and Z happened. We'll figure that out as the series goes.
No, you won't.
Now onto our main guy.
Nope, you missed one, Bob.
Who did I miss?
Kite person, Mr. Kite, Mrs. Kite, Kite Girl.
Thought we already talked about her, but
no, don't.
It's not really too much to go off of. From like episode 1 to 3, uses some charms here and there. Now, my question is she Chinese?
I won't spoil it for you,
okay,
Bob,
because I had this feeling like I thought she was Chinese.
No, you'll find out. You'll find out if we continue watching this. I will put a post
because initially I thought her weapon was like the flying guillotine or something, and then I saw the kites.
Yep. She uses a type of. It looks like it's laced with like glass or some sort of diamond. Like it's some sort of threading.
It's glass.
That's. Is it glass?
It's
glass. She breaks.
Okay. Yeah, broken glass that sticks to the threads or somehow embedded into the threads, because diamond, good luck fucking finding that. And also, diamond would carve through a human throat a bit faster than the way the glass does. Yeah, okay. She uses the garrote tactics like fucking Hitman.
So I'm gonna jump on the samurai this time, Bob, because we're getting into a time crunch right now. We got to get to the game.
Yeah, we're getting into a time crunch. I wonder why.
8:09, boys. Get to it. Okay, so Samurai Boy. Okay, so this is somewhat of a tragic character, a man who's built, registered for fighting. This is a guy who dedicated his life to the art of the blade and being a true samurai. Unfortunately, his master betrayed him. I won't say how his master betrayed him. We want to leave a little bit of tips for that. But now he's joined the Revengers after a mission that was done, and he has an interesting scream. He has the ballad. He has what's known as he has a war cry, but he has an actual war cry. Like he screams. And
Ki, I think it's called.
It's Ki, yeah, it's Ki, where you scream into your Ki. He goes, hey, it's a weird shout.
Oh, so this guy it's not just a weird shout. It's debilitating to just about most people in the area who aren't used to that.
Yeah, you can find it in the Oriental's Adventures. But yeah, this guy is almost insanely skilled with a sword. And he is a very skilled swordsman who's there for one purpose and one purpose only now, is to get revenge and kind of find a purpose for his life after the tragedy and the things that happened to him through the story. Overall, what did you think of the music for this anime? Anything in particular you want to note to this? Because it has some good music. Oh, I gotta watch it. I want to click that.
From the intro card.
Well, the music in general. 3 episodes. There's quite a few. There's a little couple of music here and there.
You know me. Unless it's really striking, I won't pay attention to it. I'm more focused on the story and the world.
Okay. So overall, what's your thoughts of this? Because we gotta move on to the next one. What do you want to rate this one?
What did I think of it? Is that the church feels very Von Helsing with the way it handles things. So far with 3 episodes, I will give this actually a 7 out of 10 so far.
It's not bad. We'll put a posting up to see if people want us to watch it. And I Need an Adult, the anime is next. This is why we're moving on to the next one, Bob. We got to move a little quicker so we're not boring poor Dark. Witch Hat Alterer. I Need an Adult, the anime. By the way, I'm not gonna this is the manga image. Jesus fuck, how good this looks. I don't know if you're seeing this, Bob, but holy shit, that looks absolutely
honestly
stunning.
The best character out of all the apprentices.
Oh, okay, you like her?
She's awesome. I can relate to that mentality that she has.
Yeah. I absolutely like look at the hair. Like the hair and stuff, like Jesus fuck. I'm not gonna lie. There's a few times if I was to like post her up, I'd probably if I was like had enough wall space and do like a lot of posters, this would be on one of the side walls somewhere.
If I was using Crunchyroll on my phone, I would have taken a screenshot of that one image where the perspective of the birds, because it's just Big Bird, except they have all their hair. So one of them has the blue hair. Yeah. And I don't know why that got me so much when I watched that episode.
This is definitely a healthy anime. Like, Jesus fuck, like, what are they doing to these poor kids?
Literally, the Brum Hats at every moment. Hey, kid, you want some magic crack?
You want some crack?
Come on, you want some
crack?
Come on, smoke this shit. It's just like, dude, chill. It's a kid.
This is over the top with the, like, he is trying to convince them. And if he's not going to convince them, like, this is almost, like, predatory. He's like, he was about to carve a mark into a fucking girl's arm. Like, what's she, 9, 10 years old or something? Like, I say we're between 10 and 12, I believe.
I was going to say, like, 11.
No, it's anywhere between 10. I think it was 9 and 12, or so 10 and 12 was the ages of the characters in this. I think one of them's 9.
I think 11 is between 10 and 12.
I know, but I think the redhead girl is the youngest. She's 9. But the age is 10 from 9 to
Pink, but yeah.
Yeah.
Her voice can get a little grating. She has a very candy voice, but at least she means well.
He's got a lisp, which I kind of like, which is kind of like that kind of.
The lisp is endearing. It's just how high pitched her voice is. I'm like, ugh. It kicks off my tinnitus.
Oh God, you haven't listened to it in Japanese. Fucking shatter your glasses.
Walls.
Yeah. So like,
because I can't stand listening to Indian music because of how high pitched they sing. It's like, oh my ears.
So Dark, have you watched this before? Witch Hat Alterer? Is Dark still with us? Did we lose Dark? Dark. Oh, he muted himself. Anyway.
Actually, I don't know. I find it kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to even load anything that doesn't involve crystals.
Well, no, she wants to learn only the magic she wants to learn. She doesn't want to be forced to learn anybody else's magic. It's that desire.
It's kind of ironic because with the small amount of spells she knows, she's also the most fucking efficient out of all of them.
Yeah, she is. She's extremely skilled at what she. So you back, Dark?
Yep.
Okay. So did you watch Witch Hat Alterer at all?
Did I watch what?
Witch Hat Alterer yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. So this will be mostly just us three. So this episode, we're gonna get into the episode because I'm watching the time. So we're gonna move. We gotta move a little quicker here. We're almost at the dop. And then we'll get to the fun of
the Dark Wizard Bolo decides to visit the small children.
Yes.
Fucking Bolo from Final Fantasy.
an evil hat has decided to, you know, give children demand that they if they want crack, and if they don't want crack, he's going to give them crack rather than like
this is the equivalent of the high meth head grabbing a child and forcing her to, like, holding her arm and jabbing a heroin needle into it. This is the magic equivalent of that.
This is like I said, to do that to a girl where you start carving a mark into her arm. That is fucked up. All kinds of fucked up. And then we get to see, like, we're gonna move on a little bit to that, but we see these characters survive to how they am. He does force one of them to have crack. He, like, you know, turns one of them, unfortunately, he tortures them, tortures this person. Like, this poor kid gets tortured. I feel so bad for him, and he's got an asshole for a teacher that isn't gonna probably give a fuck. Then you get the main character and the posse down there. You get the sad fact that one of them, he's trying to fight to keep the two girls safe from goddamn one of the most terrifying things I ever saw, when the gold bodies started crawling out of the fucking ground. I mean, that is some fucking Eldritch stuff. Like, when the girl, like, the fact is that not only did they turn these people to gold, they forced their bodies into positions to turn them to gold.
One of them's in the form of a harpy, but instead of walking with her legs, she, like, walks around with her wings like crab legs.
They forced her into that position. And here's the scary thing. I don't know if you noticed, one of her arms was not fully changed, and so all they show is a decayed, like, rotting like a rotting black part on the arm.
Yep.
And yet they're all people that side with the brim hats.
Now, here's the thing. That brim hat may have been speaking the truth about the sins of the mages.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's, you know, speaking truth or false. Because with every great thing...
It's like, yes, the mages might have sins, but at the same time, it's not like the brim hats are these really benevolent wizards, witches themselves.
Oh no!
Yeah,
oh no!
The point I'm making is, that's the point I'm making, in a way, is,
but, like,
no, they are not saints. No one is under the delusion that they are saints.
No.
But they want other people to realize these guys aren't saints either. These so-called protectors you have, they're just like us.
Yeah, but you know, when you torture a small child in sheer agony and force him to shapeshift, like that.
Not only did he do it for the hell of it, but he also wanted to. It's like, you know, most people don't remember forbidden magics, so how about I show you one? It is villainy of the purest sort.
That's literally ramming crack down a kid's mouth, man. It's brutal. It is so brutal. Like, that is some brutal, dark shit. Like I said, this anime, I was joking at first when I said I need the adulty anime. Now I'm like, oh, I need an adulty anime.
So we have, what is it? Teachers with a odd moral compass. And then we have villains who are, I shit you not, Methy Ed himself saying, hey kid, here's some heroin. Just stick that right in ya. I might say that's a rough fucking spot to be in, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. No, here's what's even worse. Like, you got like the one teacher that did seem to be the good teacher, the one that actually sat down, was watching the kids. Clearly she actually is being a responsible teacher. We had a big conversation about that last session. Won't get into that again. But, like, she's the one that gets fucking taken away right away. So now you're stuck with, like, meth head and a guy who clearly wants the fucking revenge. And boy howdy does he feel like he wants to revenge. He wants to rage. I
don't think one witch is enough. They're gonna have to change their goddamn patrol patterns around parentheses. There needs to be 2 witches at all times.
Well, there were 2 witches.
No, there weren't. No, there weren't. They split apart. that means that is one witch to a group. You need a battle buddy of another competent sort. So the system that I'm saying is 2 per each apprentice group, at least.
Oh, they'll probably change the rule after this.
You better fucking change the rule. Holy fuck!
Although I will say this.
This will make headlines.
Yeah, I will say this. I did find it funny that they had. The scary thing is, like, the one girl there, the one who always thinks she's clever, or trying to prove herself, when she went to, like, oh, hey, this is how this goes. God damn, this ended miserably for her on every way, because it's clear that not only do the broom hats know, they know who those girls are, all of them, not just Coco. He went into detail about who she was, and he was going to do something. Like I said, I need an adult the anime. This is literally what I've been jokingly calling it. I like this series, but God
also,
damn,
how do you fight against the Sorting Hat? Let's be real. Because as he said, he no longer has a corporeal body. He parted with his flesh. So it's like, what do you even shoot at, honestly?
Well, the hat.
You're going to have to throw that thing into the fucking sun.
You know what I would do, Bob? Really simple. Magic spell, circle of fire, right on the fucking hat. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
But if he doesn't, like, say, bye, bitch.
Look. It's like the cat we have, the cat that's going to be popping up in a couple seconds. We all know how to deal with. You just every once in a while you just got to take the bag away from the cat. Okay. All right, Bob, you're next on the list. What are you rating this? I'll let Dark rate one, and then we're going to get to the game tonight.
Thank God this wasn't filler and something actually happened. The episode before had me lose my fucking mind.
Although we did end up having a cliffhanger anyway, so
this one wasn't as bad because it's like, okay, at least this is a startup into something else. It's not ending on nothing. I wasn't too mad with this episode because it was like, all right, so now Kiefer's gonna have to fight these golems? Question mark?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, at first I was like, are those golems? No, those were people, but they are golems now. Wonder how that works. I mean, how one of them looked like fucking Smo from Dark Souls. Big fat guy with a hammer.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm kind of curious what happened to the other mage. Like, what realm is she in? I wonder if we're gonna shift to her perspective anytime soon.
I think we're gonna. I think the blonde girl, the little blue-haired girl, is gonna find her, and then what's her face is gonna fight, and then they're all gonna kind of join together to save the day. That's what I think's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be an interesting little situation. God damn this chair!
They turned the nervous kid into a cat boy.
Dog.
That's crime.
They turned him into a dog. He merged with the fur of the wolf.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing like wearing a second skin permanently.
Yeah, poor kid, man.
I was like, dude, that's not even a ringer. They just threw him in the fucking sausage maker.
Yeah,
it's Full Metal Alchemist again.
Eduardo.
No, they didn't mean to him. All right, let's get to it, boys. Into the darkness. Tonight's night. We got one for tonight. I think they finally got the update. So if the update's finally up, we should have a new character.
Yeah. Bob's gonna dissociate for the gameplay.
Bob better stay associated for the gameplay. Bob, watch.
Why?
Get into the game.
You're gonna talk about Michael Jackson again. That ain't my pony show.
We're gonna talk about not just Michael Jackson. We got boys, girls. We're gonna first see if the new characters are out. Then we're going to sure, we'll do a casual.
I'm a train.
Bob, nice try. Okay, so we are going to see if the new characters are out, and then we're gonna talk about the X-Men thing. That's the big thing first.
Well, that ain't my pony show. Later.
Get your back ass back here. Okay, he's not. They're not. They're not. You know I was going to tell you that. Okay, so tonight it looks like the update didn't happen. There we might as well not play this for tonight. We're waiting for the update, and the update hasn't hit yet. We were hoping for the update. So we're gonna play another game, unfortunately. The update's not hit. We don't have any wrestlers yet. I mean, it's a wrestler, man. There's a reason why I want to play this. So we're gonna get to the next game on the list here. We were playing Keep Driving, so we're gonna go back to Keep Driving for a bit. Actually, Bob, you got Songs of Conquest? Bob? Did I lose everybody?
What?
You got Songs of Conquest? The update hasn't hit yet.
Okay, what does that mean for me?
Play Songs of Conquest.
Very well.
Or we could play Quasimorph, or what was the other one we could go for? Hold on. Let's see. Actually, you know what I should do? We're gonna play a new game then. We're gonna play Heroes of Science Fiction. I never did play that on the party, so we'll try to get that up and running right now. First things first, we're gonna get rid of GOG so GOG doesn't annoy me. Go away, GOG, fuck off. Okay. So Bob hasn't seen this yet, so this will be interesting. Heroes of Science Fiction. We'll see if it boots up. So this is a brand new Heroes of Mighty Magic game that came out that's based off sci-fi punk. So we'll be able to see what Bob's thoughts are of Heroes of Science Fiction when it loads, if it loads. Must have had an update. Shit. All right. So X-Men stuff. You asked me about the whole Krakoa thing. So I'm going to explain to both Dark, Ethereal. You can fill in the matches, right? Like anything I didn't remember or forget.
Maybe.
Okay. So Dark, you still with us?
Yep, still here. Okay,
Dark and Bob, pay attention. So the ethereal punk, this whole thing with this is a science fiction hero. We might be playing multiplayer if I can get Bob to get this game when it comes out. All right, so we are going to custom scenario. And let's just generate a map. Go for map layout. Treasure density high. Let's go. So basically, the way Krakoa worked is at one time, Professor Xavier made the decision to say, fuck mutant, fuck humanity. Humanity doesn't deserve X-Men. Humanity doesn't deserve mutants. He fucks off and leaves the X-Men and basically leads so the X-Men create a space moon base. So for those that don't know, there's a part of the moon that's inhabitable. You can actually live on the moon.
Oh yeah, isn't that where the Watcher lives?
Well, it was where the Watcher lives. He doesn't live there anymore.
Because he dead.
Yeah, didn't he die?
Yeah, wasn't it I can't remember who killed him. It was either Nick Fury. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a bull crap story.
It crashed. Okay, that's fun. I always gotta love when a game crashes on you. I'm not having a good time. We're doing Quasimorph, I guess, tonight. Sorry, guys. We'll do Quasimorph and then we'll do the other one. We had 2 crashes today. Come on, what the hell? Yeah, they killed off the hero. Okay, Quasimorph's working. Now if I can get Quasimorph to work. Let's see here. I think it's this one. Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Gotta love fighting things. So no, sorry about this, guys. It just when stuff don't work, I gotta kind of fix it here. Fuck off. There we go. Hopefully this works. We'll give it a couple seconds, see if it works. There we go. Okay, we're good. So, like I was saying there, we're going to start a new game. Yeah, we'll start a new save. We'll go easy. Okay, let's go. So this game is kind of interesting for Quasimorph. For those that don't know, this is a space game where you play space pirates and you travel around the universe doing Shadowrun jobs. So yeah, so the X-Men created a space base, and then those who didn't ended up on an island called Krakoa, which was actually a giant mutant.
And we're ready to go through the last judgment for it.
Is there any questions you want to ask there, Dark, while we're going? Well, anything you guys, Dark and Bob, any questions you want to ask?
But for a way to step off the path of suffering.
Okay, Bob.
If it doesn't relate to Punisher, I don't give the faintest of fucks.
And started profiting.
Well, he became a mutant killer for a while.
The creatures lurking in the depths of space didn't seem scarier than our own world. Armed
Does that help you?
That the darkest hour comes before dawn. We try to survive until the first rays of the sun.
There you go. So now Krakoa was interesting. They created what's called the Phoenix eggs. So the way the Phoenix eggs work is really interesting. So how to put the Phoenix eggs into the situation at hand? The Phoenix eggs you need 6 mutants to activate the Phoenix eggs. You need 1 mutant that actually creates eggs. That's his mutant power. He creates eggs. He creates balls that he threw at people, but then he realized that this substance in membrane could be turned into eggs and expanded. Then they use a mutant, then they use one of Xavier's sons. So Jesus fuck. So what? Basically, I think it's was it Chaos that was the sons?
Legion.
Legion. It was Legion then, eh? It was one of the legions. Okay, so you had one of his sons actually be, you had Chaos. You had one of his sons, Legion, there. And Legion was legitimately, how to put it, his nappy ass was like, oh, hi guys, I can set up certain things and get stuff going. Then they use Scott Summers' son or daughter, I think, one of the childrens of Scott Summers and Phoenix. Then they use like a couple other mutants, and they create basically what I like to jokingly call the Super Mutant Squad. So this basically allowed these fuckers to, how to put it bluntly, they were allowed to basically create anything that they want. They can, by using these powers, they can turn themselves into some of the most powerful beings on the planet. So imagine having, they could just keep bringing mutants back. So if a mutant dies, oh well, here you go, mutant that just passed away and had a horrible death. You're back again. Congratulations. This is what they did to them. I was so mad about them now they're like there is no reason to like they're all pretty much you know, hey, I can die? Oh cool, I can die and come right back after. This is what they did to the X-Men. I don't know what else to say about that. There's a reason why Soups was like, just let X-Men die at this point. Starting to wonder why he felt that way.
Yeah, there's really no consequence for those stakes because look, they just come back.
Yeah. And then they now they're creating the war crimes. Bob wanted to know about the war crimes he created. You ready? Bob, wake up.
Go on.
So the war crimes that he created, basically, in a nutshell, this guy, they basically used a special, like they create a soft drink, and the soft drink was designed to do two things. One, not only does the soft drink activate if you drink it, there's a random chance that your mutant powers kick off. So imagine that. Imagine like, oh, you wake up, you drink yourself, you have your Monster Energy drink, Bob, and your mutant powers just instantly activate, regardless if your powers were going to activate in the first place.
Was this during a state of war?
Nope.
Then it's not a war crime. That's an act of terrorism.
Well, technically, you could say it was a state of war.
You could also define it as bioterrorism.
Yes, you could. So there's a lot.
I mean, was it philosophy or anything?
Yeah, like this stuff would activate all your mutations at once. Like, and this could have some serious consequences for you. So that's kind of what made me mad. I was like, really? You're going to do this to mutants? Like, come on, really?
I just don't know how to reinvent the story. It's been told a million times. Everyone... Look, it got to a point where every time you make a new Spider-Man movie, you don't have to tell the origin anymore, because everybody knows at this point.
But in this Spider-Man version, he bit the spider.
Yep. So this is the problem. So it got so bad because
like that's never been done before.
So you had mutants that were all of a sudden out of nowhere becoming like these stupidly retarded, like they didn't have any knowledge of their power. Like most of these people wouldn't have turned mutant. That's the thing. So they're basically, and then apparently, if I remember correctly, the way it was explained to me, I didn't know about this. This is before the Krakoa arc. Apparently, their game plan was to force mutations.
I don't know how, because I thought the whole House of M thing stopped that.
No, well, the whole House of M thing stopped. So the whole House of M thing, what our intrepid Ethereal's talking about, is when basically one of the most powerful mutants basically said out of somewhere, said something, no more mutants. And she sort of turned them into, all the mutants went, uh-oh, our powers are gone. And some mutants almost died because of it.
And a lot of them did die because, oh yeah, I'm driving through a volcano. Power's gone. Dies from lava. Power's, I'm flying. Whee! Hey, you fall on the sky.
Yeah, she murdered a lot of people, and then all the mutant powers went to a Canadian, and the Canadian used the powers to be a complete another ass fucking hat, and then he became super evil because of it.
Was it Canadian? Oh, wait, was Hope Canadian or last?
It was a Canadian postman. Yes, it was a Canadian postman that got it.
Oh. Okay. Why did it go to some random person?
I can't remember. It just like I think he's called like evolutionary now or something like that. I don't remember. I'm at a point. Can I be honest? I am so at that point where I'm just like, holy fuck! Is this what you're doing to the X-Men? Like, just let it die. There we go.
Baby.
Yeah, it's just gotten bad.
What's the point of anything now?
Well, like I said, they kind of ruined it. Like, they really did fuck up our franchise. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I feel like we got kind of robbed.
It happens, you know. Bunch of geeks with piss poor storytelling. They become writers when they grow up. Bad writers, and now everything's glorified fan fiction.
I'd argue it wouldn't be geeks, it's outsiders trying to put their fingers in our pie.
I think it's a... Well, you're right, it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
You can't tell me Michael Bay is a fan of Transformers, but he got his... No, I need to make it cool by making them giant monsters. And just blowing shit up every 5 seconds. No character.
Well, that's
no
Michael Bay in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But he represents that normie mentality.
He does. You know,
He does.
The most beautiful irony to me is for the message that James Cameron tries to tell in the Na'vi Avatar series that he made the RDA really fucking cool. Like, all their equipment actually makes sense to an extent. Like the fucking amp suits.
Well, that's all Evangelion shit. Like...
And then he brings the mood down. Okay, carry on. Nothing's ever original. Everything has to be related to old thing. Can't have anything nice. Come on, man.
Well, police Pokemon literally ripped off Tarzan and Avatar in one movie.
Yep. And
if you
it's a wonderful...
They also stole from yokai mythos, like the yokai box, which is basically a Pokeball.
Because they literally had this one boy raised by some Pokemon. What was it? Some monkey-like Pokemon.
Yeah, Appy.
Thinking about his Kangaskhan episode with Tomo, or Tommy.
It's like it gets rid of the white savior. I was like, yes, but it's Japan, so you have the Japanese savior instead, you idiots.
Yep.
I'm still trying to figure out how an amp suit is anything like an Eva.
The Eva plug suits.
Yeah, but the amp doesn't plug into the user.
Oh, I guess you're right.
There is no plug-in whatsoever. You grip onto these hand things, which are connected to the arms through fancy tech shit that basically whatever your hands do while on these controllers, the hands do on the machine. I mean, all the amp suit really is it's a highly advanced forklift. That's its original purpose, was to be a forklift. And then as things got more hostile, they turned it into a weapons platform. A better example would be the forklift suit that they had in Aliens. That I can agree with you, because yes, an amp suit is a forklift. It's just painted all drab.
Wrong item. I thought you were talking about the thing that they were the Avatar stuff. Okay, never mind.
No. The AMP, RDA, Research and Development, those guys.
Oh, okay.
It's their combat walkers with the. Actually, what is the caliber of that fucking gun? With a bayonet. I think it's a fucking bayonet on it. It's fucking cool. Fuck all this hippie shit. That tech that humanity has, oh my god, that's awesome. I want that. For all I know, it's probably like some sort of 20 mil? I'd imagine it's some sort of 20 mil. Probably. Yeah, 20 mil's about right. That's what I'd imagine for that suit to wield. Chugs along at about a 6 to a 900 RPM, just a little pom 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 pom. Yeah, it chugs along. Yeah. It's good 600 RPM.
So that's the problem with our little stuff.
Once again, if you want me to be interested in something, I'll talk about the tech. I'll happily talk about the tech because the tech is part of the world.
Okay. Well, so unfortunately, like I said, with what's going on with the with the mutants and stuff, this just became a problem upon a problem upon a problem with the mutants. And now that so
Would
basically,
that make Sentinels have a target-rich environment?
No, the Sentinels don't exist. Kinda do and kinda don't. It's kind of hard to explain. But
All
I'll
I
get
know
to
is
it.
they're a big, stupid-looking robot that, for some reason, had the same design throughout all iterations. Sorry, the Sentinels are just fucking dumb-looking. What's the point of a giant fuck-off machine to look like a man? There's no purpose in that.
Yeah. I agree. So here's what was going on with our little mutants. Because the House of M happened and a lot of mutants disappeared, they had to fight a duel to get their powers back. So basically, they got to get your mutant powers back. Okay, we don't need you to have your mutant powers anymore. So what we're gonna do is, those mutants who want their powers back have to fight Apocalypse in a match. And if they defeat Apocalypse or win it, or they don't, well, defeating Apocalypse is very hard. But if you're able to bring down Apocalypse to the point that he surrenders, yes, that's Apocalypse.
No, wait. You're telling me the X-Men had a Mortal Kombat type scenario go down?
Yes, they did.
Defeat Apocalypse, totally not Shao Kahn, by the way.
Yeah,
probably more like Shenron or whatever that guy's name was. Wizard.
It got stupid. Yeah, it got stupid, and like I was so mad. Yeah, I got so mad. Shao Tsung actually is Shinnok's the other guy.
No, Shang Tsung is. Yeah, he runs the game, but I'm talking like the big guy you gotta defeat in order to stop NetherRealm from doing all the bad stuff. It was like before Shao Kahn's time, there was the guy that Shao Kahn was the little bitch boy too.
Shang Tsung.
Not Shang Tsung. Different guy. The guy had blue skin. He had like bluish gray skin.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Dark Wizard dude, not the Necromancer that steals your soul. Now I think about it, it's pretty much the same thing. Just two different titles for the same damn job. But yeah, it was Shinnok, I believe his name was.
Mortal Kombat 1, right?
Yeah. I'm talking like a really old school. Before Shao Kahn came to power.
Shang Tsung.
Like
Shang Tsung.
Shinnok.
It was not Shinnok. It was Shang Tsung. First Mortal Kombat was Shang Tsung. Shinnok is a different guy. The very first Mortal Kombat is Shang Tsung.
The guy who's ruling NetherRealm before Shao Kahn?
No, the guy who's ruling NetherRealm was the Dragon Emperor. Before Shao Kahn.
Yeah. And Shao Kahn poisoned that guy.
If you're talking about the big bad for Mortal Kombat, after the forearm guy, you fight Shang Tsung.
Why the fuck did we even get on this tangent again?
you start talking about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but Shang Tsung is not as powerful as Apocalypse. That's why I was saying the other guy.
Okay. Alright, anyway, it'd be like fighting Goro. It would be like the first fight you go to fight is fucking Goro, the end boss.
Hey, at least it's not the Centaur guy.
Oh, fuck that guy. Totally agree. Fuck that fucking churro.
Churro? Somebody say churro?
I said churro. I called him a churro. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Churros later. Churros actually sound really good right now.
I'd love to, actually. I haven't had a churro in a while. Anyway, I'm gonna have some sunflower. I asked my neighbor to go get. I got $5 left on a gift card, so I ended up asking my neighbor to get me some sunflower seeds. I might have tacos tomorrow.
Oh, some shimiski.
Yep. I was talking to my friend though. We might do Taco Tuesday tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. We'll see what goes on. I don't have lots of money on me, unfortunately, so he'll have to talk to him, see what he wants to do.
Want to practice some dark magic? He's a heroin needle kid. And the chief talking to his neighbors. It's like, let me carve this on your skin real quick.
That is fucked up. Like I said, that was like one of my...
It's nightmarish, but... It's like, what else would a dark wizard do? Let's be real. What would a bastard with, like, no moral compass whatsoever do?
Yep, exactly.
The scary part is his plans actually sound. That's the really scary part.
Yeah, turn them into monsters and then and then get the little girl to, like, force the little girl into a situation she can't win.
Not just that, but also having these new bloods bear witness to forbidden magics. Which may also get the Knights Morales attention if they ever are found to know about such a thing. Not saying they know the written inputs, but seeing the outcome, because it seems in the society the Knights Morales really don't want anybody to know about forbidden magics. Even knowing the process of it is like, no.
Well, don't forget, things got so bad that they literally had to erase knowledge of magic, how magic actually works from the common person because of how things ended up. Like, great monstrosities.
Yeah, imagine if some new blood who is just learning magic has the knowledge of how it's one thing to say they draw sigils on their skin or they carve sigils into themselves. It's another thing to see it in practice, and then the mind gets curious because it's a young mind. And eventually, once it gets to teenage, it may be a rebellious mind, which is its own danger. So they're planting seeds, and once again, no moral compass whatsoever. But I could see his plan working. That's the scary part.
Yeah, that was to do that to a child. Like, I mean, even
a very traumatized child at that.
Yeah. That was some evil shit. Okay, so speaking about traumatized children, so basically, after you win the fight against Apocalypse, well, you don't win the fight against Apocalypse. You technically,
after you win Mortal Kombat Marvel Edition.
Yeah, after you quote unquote win the big fight, win the big game against one of the most evil motherfuckers on the planet, if you're lucky, you can, can I just, 1 second here. Once you win, you get to basically go, oh yeah, okay, here you go, you won the fight, congratulations, you defeated him. You gotta basically make him bow out. That's how it works. If you can force him into bowing out, you technically win the fight. So it's like, oh, so you gotta hope that this super powerful being is not going to, you know, decide, hey, you know what? Even though you won, I want to see you kind of do you do. It's like, how about we don't do that? You know? It's like, no, he actually does force you into like death if you're not careful. It's like, wow, that's kind of fucked. And Apocalypse was not nice about it. He murdered quite a few mutants just for shits and giggles. And Apocalypse was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do this bloody fight where I force the X-Men and all humans to fucking suffer. It's like, wow, that's great. Give a psychopath like that the ability to do this. Congratulations. Yeah, this got bad real quick. But if you did that, then the X-Men would kill you. That's right, you don't live. They murder your ass and then resurrect you. Hope they don't fuck up and like miss your memories. Or like what they did to poor X-23. You know what they did to X-23? You're gonna love this. So X-23 is a interesting little mutant girl. Basically Wolverine's genetic daughter. Unfortunately for her, no one told one of the guys, oh yeah, by the way, she actually doesn't have adamantium skeleton. So he unfortunately decided to give her, thinking that she was like Wolverine, she basically put an adamantium skeleton into his body. Into her body. So, you know the thing that actually kills Wolverine sometimes? That's what he did. He forced her to have adamantium skeleton. How great is that? How would you like that for your life?
Maybe constantly being poisoned?
Yep. He totally fucked her up. And unfortunately, like I said, it messed, like, she gets adamantium now. It's like, wow, that's awful. It's like, that's just fucking awful. They did that to him. Tortured her. Like, basically, yeah, okay, congrats. And well, they have a choice now. Are they going to kill her? Or are they going to put her in, like, a situation where she can, you know, figure that out, you know? It's like, oh, okay, that's so fucking brutal. This fucking thing, man, I swear to God. X-Men just... What the hell did they do to X-Men? So speaking about what they want to do to... is there anything else you want to say about Michael Jackson there, Dark? Before we're getting to the end of the night. We're going to be probably ending around 9:30ish. Is there anything you want to say before we end it with the whole Michael Jackson thing?
I have to get going.
All right, see you later. Dark, is there anything you want to add?
Bye.
Night there. Thank you so much. Did we lose Dark now again? I think we lost Dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. So anything you want to say about Michael Jackson, Bob, while we're...
No.
No?
I think we covered all the topics we really could. At this point, we'd just be going in circles.
Okay. Okay, so we got ourselves up and running for all the gear and equipment. I'm just slowly moving gear into the into my storage room here. I think we did a good job overall. I think we just have some gaming to do tonight, and that's it for the night. And just shoot the shit and chat. Alrighty, so let's get rid of the medicine. Let's get rid of that. Let's put that up. Let's put that in here. And let's finish the mission. Alright, doesn't seem to be any more gear in here, so... Can I sell anything here? Is there anything sellable? Nope. Oh, they want... Okay, nothing in the station that I can find. What about RIDB? Anything I can sell here? Nope. Nothing I can sell there. Nope. All right, so your thoughts on the whole X-Men thing? Are you liking what you're liking? Are you not liking what you're liking?
I don't care about X-Men.
Stupid? You think it's stupid? Okay, you don't care about X-Men. All right.
No, that was you and Soup's thing.
Okay. Overall,
if we're talking Punisher, that's a different story.
Can't really talk Punisher.
Yeah.
He's going to be showing up in the new Spider-Man movie, apparently.
Better do him justice. I doubt they will, but they better do him justice.
Nah. I think you wish for something that will not exist.
Yeah. After watching that 2004 Punisher, yeah, they ain't gonna do the Punisher right.
Doesn't that make it like it stings, doesn't it, Bob? It hurts me. I don't know how much it hurts you, but it hurts my ass.
I guarantee you they're not going to make him nearly as ruthless. There's one thing I know about the Punisher. He gets the job done.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Marksman's Rifle. Okay, so what am I using them? Industrial nail gun. So I need actual nails to... That's a nail gun weapon? Huh. Okay, I don't have any nails, so I'm going to put my nail gun aside. Submachine gun. Actually, I'm playing a game where I'm actually looking at the weapons, gauging what type of weapons I'm going to use, Bob. What type of bullets does this use anyway? Unload ammo. Okay, so that's... Okay, so if I was to reload this ammo... Let's load the gun. Let's put the gun in here. Let's reload. And let's add... So... 42 bullets there. Okay. All right, let's add this to 76 rounds of ammo. Okay. Let's add a police baton as a secondary weapon. Yeah, I do like this game because this game is designed for one purpose. It's designed to, like, it's a shooter, but it's a tactical shooter, right? It's all about building your gear, setting up your equipment, setting up what your characters are going to be carrying, what type of gear and equipment they'll be wearing, what type of ammo are you going to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm actually shocked you've never tried. You haven't tried this one. All right. There we go. No implants. Healing in process. Let's give them a class. We're going to give them the Golem group. One Golem.
He said implants.
Oh, you're back with the fun. There you go. Yeah. Speaking about Beavis and Butthead, the series is still going strong, eh?
Yep, but probably one of the few things that hasn't disappointed. One of the things that's had a comeback.
Today we're going to talk about the penis.
Yeah, actually not a bad comeback either.
Well, how can they ruin it, really? It's like, you have to go out of your way to purposefully ruin it. But its original format, it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't like not Beavis and Butthead, but some people don't like the new King of the Hill. They find it not as good as the OG one.
Ironically, I haven't finished it yet. I think I only have 2 episodes left. I got so lazy I didn't even finish those. But from what I saw, I enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, same here. I wasn't exactly against it.
I mean, I did watch it with some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? I was weary because, like, oh no, are they gonna do this? Are they gonna do that with this character? Oh no, there's this girl with the nose ring and hair of her head shaved. Oh, I know where they're gonna. Okay, they didn't do it with that one. That was just, they didn't go there with that character. All right, I can stomach it.
Yeah, we're gonna travel to Jupiter, boys and girls. Yeah, I could stomach it myself. I'm actually debating if we should eventually do if like the debate is what we're going to be doing after we defeat Breath of Fire, but I'm going to make it to Jupiter base and then we'll see where we go from here.
The question is, will the Daria reboot be any good, or will that be the one that they ruin? Beavis and Butthead, good so far. That. King of the Hill, not great, but I can watch it. It feels so far it's just right. Now we've got Daria. Like, can they get a hat trick? Since they're all part of the same universe.
I don't know. That's going to be the problem with that. I don't think there's going to be a hat trick personally because of one reason only. Unfortunately, nobody that was from the original thing is going to be working on this. So it is going to most likely become a bad day. You're going to have a bad time. You don't have the original people and the people that actually enjoyed the franchise and worked on it and want to see it grow. And they're gonna work. So that means the people that are there are gonna suck. You're gonna have a bad time. It's the French fry. It's the French fry thing. It's the pizza and French fry thing. If you don't pizza when you need a French fry, you're gonna have a bad time. That's what's gonna happen to this. That's my theory.
Yeah, there were some weird rumors with Daria. First they said it's a comeback, like it's a reboot. Then they said, oh no, it's a spin-off of this character, Jodie, who she was a side character. She wasn't prominent like she was, well, sort of phrase it this way, the token black girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Then you're gonna make Daria like a lesbian, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Well, if not Daria, they'll probably do it to what's her name, her friend Jane. But I hope I'm wrong about that. Well, that's the thing.
My theory is always going to be this when it comes to that. I don't care as long as it's a part of the character's motif or energy. If it's not part of the character, why are you doing this? Just don't do that shit.
Well, they did that to Lando, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's such a smooth talker with the ladies. Oh, but if he's that way with the ladies, he's got to be that way with the men and the droids. What logic did some asshole come to that conclusion?
Well, this is why Star Trek lost to everything. Can I be honest? I don't think the Star Wars. I don't think Star Wars won anything this year around. Like, I mean, they've murdered Doctor Who's gone. There's no more Doctor Who anymore. It's pretty much dead. No one wants to touch it because they're afraid to touch it. Because apparently they don't get creative control, so fuck that. It's kind of bullshit. And And that's shit. That actually is legitimately an honest shit. Like, let's not ruin the franchise by doing that. What's your thoughts on it, Bob? Do you think we're gonna get a good Beavis and Butthead and Daria? Or are you still still not a part of this?
I never really watched Beavis and Butthead when I was younger. I know it from memes. That's about it.
Oh God.
That makes sense. It wasn't on everywhere, and you had to get MTV to watch it. And when it was on public TV, it was reruns and at night, late at night, in the 90s.
So, yeah. So Jonathan Jar there. We'll get to the bricks and minifigs. The other thing we have to talk about tonight, because we're getting to the closeout period. We're almost there, boys and girls. We're almost at 10 o'clock, and Bob can go to bed.
Yeah, bed is good.
Yeah, bed is good for Bob. Bob needs his sleepies, so he can wake up at 3 and miss the morning streams. Do you guys want to talk about the list? We could always talk about the role-playing list that we wrote up for last night. I do believe it's on the channel. We can talk about that.
Familiar with.
Okay.
I think we're gonna call it a night from here.
Oh, okay. Well, we were going to talk about the RPG list. That would have been a good way to end it out, because we're almost done. We're almost done. We usually go to 9:30, 10 o'clock latest.
I got my food arriving, and literally, let me look at the app. Okay, 9 minutes away.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk more about Michael Jackson more in depth in a later video. But
yeah.
Man, oh man,
I don't want to touch
to say about that.
Much because Razor Force, Razor Fist, basically, the fucker, like, yeah, he did everything. Like, we don't have to do anything at this point. He literally dropped the mic. I don't feel like picking the mic up when someone does that good of a fucking job.
No, I think more people need to talk about it, because one guy talking about it is not enough. No matter how many views he gets about it, it needs to be known that a lot of people feel the same way.
The one guy did such a good job. I don't feel right, kind of keep hitting the level, hitting that bar, so to speak. At this point, it's like, the guy blew the door open. That's how it works. And I think he did one hell of a good job. And I'm overall considered one of the best things I've ever seen someone do so far. And that's kind of why I don't want to talk about the controversy anymore at this point. He's literally won the bar.
Yeah, but we want it to be at a point where it's undisputed, or no one should dispute at this point, where it's actually detrimental to you if you dispute it.
That is never going to happen. Like, for decades, I will even go as far as saying I was under the same boat, where I thought to myself he was a pervert, he was a freak, he was a monster. I even thought that. I don't deny that.
Yeah, we'll need to talk about that at some point. But anyways, I'm gonna nip off now. So y'all have a good night.
Have a good night. So, all right. So it's just me and you, Bob.
Okay.
We have something to talk about. Squirrels! That was the last thing for the night.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't forget. I made you look that up for a reason, so that we had something to talk about after everyone sort of left. See, I'm a good friend. I got something good for you. So you're not completely lost in the dark.
Okay.
So, you ready? You got the letter? You ready to start talking about her?
Philippines is facing an ecological and urban issue regarding a rapid spread of invasive Finlayson squirrels.
So, basically, we sent a bunch of goblins somewhere. They used some transform magic, and now there's a bunch of squirrels that have now appeared. So if you want to keep explaining this, keep going into the article of how funny how it's a mass population and migration of squirrels apparently.
Yeah. Well, our goblins have been smuggled in, originally imported as exotic pets. These rodents have no natural predators. Well, yeah, they're goblins. Threatening local biodiversity, damaging electrical infrastructure, and threatening agricultural livelihoods. Goblins for you.
Apparently, according to our little VTuber that we know by the name of LCX, apparently the goblins have been so bad, our little squirrel friends have been doing so much damage that it's like fundamentally fucked up their agriculture to a major extent, to the point that now squirrels are literally dying on the power lines. They're climbing on the power lines, getting shocked, and then getting electrocuted, and then they're like, dead. And then the squirrel's like, oh, it's dead. And then they like have to figure out how to deal with the fact that they have another dead squirrel on the wall. It's killing they're having blackouts because of squirrels. Does it have more information?
Give me a second. So, disrupting native ecosystems, the rapid proliferation and presence of this non-native species pose several major threats. Obviously, damage to the native ecosystem, outcompeting wildlife for food and nesting sites. They are known to actively prey on the eggs and hatchlings of native birds. Yeah, goblins gotta get breakfast somehow.
Yep, they gotta eat. They want that egg McMuffin.
Economic and property damage. Yeah, now this sounds like goblins. The rodents cause agricultural loss by aggressively feeding on crops like mangoes and lanzones. In urban areas, they frequently climb power lines and chew through cables, which has caused local transformer failures and power outages. That's a new one. I've never known goblins to actually just chew through power lines, but
I think the squirrel essence is taking over, Bob.
Squirrel essence?
Well, when we turn them into squirrels, a part of that squirrel starts coming in there. Eventually, like all polymorph spells, eventually, if you're not careful, you will become a squirrel. Yep.
So what you're telling me is what happened to that kid, if it's not fixed, he'll soon turn into a true dog?
Yep.
Public health risks. As wild rodents, they can act as vectors for zoonotic diseases and pathogens, posing health risks to humans, livestock, and native animals. Goblins are kind of their own plague rats. Like, they didn't even have to wear the rodent outfit to be plague rats.
No, they don't. But they're certainly doing a bang up job.
I think the chief lost his hair.
Yeah. Pain in the asses, that's what they are.
Yeah, that one was from stress. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, strongly advises against keeping, feeding, or attempting to capture these squirrels yourself, as unauthorized handling is dangerous and illegal. Yeah, they'll shank you with a rusty knife. So,
not only that, great, guess what, Bob? For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, we have now turned the squirrel. Now, they are actually being treated like seagulls. You know how you can't touch seagulls? So they have an army of seagulls that are naturally protected. Instead of violently killing the natural creature, which actually works, you have to do some damage. They're unfortunately like, well, it's okay. Let's let the creatures roam. I'm like, really? So yes, they've basically now become a protected species. You gotta love human nature. It's just absolutely stupid. Like, this, like, normally you would be like, well, these things are so dangerous, let's just kill them. It's like, oh no, we can't do that.
Think of the ecological damage, the damage they're causing that we're gonna solve.
Yep.
Don't think about that.
Yeah, you solve them with a death.
Remember, the Punisher fixes problems. Superheroes let them prosper.
To a point. Not every superhero
when you can snip that problem right off the branch. You let it fester for too long. You give them special protections. Punisher says, "Fuck that." Target-rich environment. Everyone get your slingshots and your blowpipes ready.
Yep. I've never been a fan of what the I've never been a fan of the whole Punisher thing and what the Punisher does, but I do agree some of it needs to be done. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Even I'm getting tired. Say, Bob, your tiredness is rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the damage that does. Holy shit. But no, we now have the fun that this is actually doing more damage than I thought it would do. And I'm like, wow, this is doing a lot of damage to their environment. Like, and the funny thing is, this is, like, one, it's not new in a way because of the fact that if you think about it, this happens all the time to environments where...
God, I wish DJ Ronnie was right here right now. I have a map thing I need him to map out.
What's that?
So, Doc from Revenger, his bow, how many goblins would that punch through? Like, you line up a bunch of goblins, like, perfectly. How many would that punch through clean?
54. You asked, I just told you.
What? You didn't give me a number.
I said 54.
I'd say 65, but yeah.
Well, 54. Body counts are body counts, right? You gotta remember that and take that into consideration when you have something like that.
Are you implying some of them won't be recognizable?
I'm implying that, you know, goblins, you can use Gumball goblins as a tinderer and that type of stuff and use their bodies too. They fundamentally... Well, no, like tinder, like fire. They're flammable.
Oh.
And that's what they do. So you basically, yeah, they can float. They're also a floating race. So that's how goblins, that's how you kind of win the goblin fight.
Yeah, I don't even know where the fuck you're going with this. I just needed a goddamn number.
Well, we've turned them into ships. So because we use goblins as ships, you know, we know how much damage. He can drop a ship with one arrow. So you'd incorporate how many hulls it would take to kill it to do that, and there you go.
Ship? It wasn't a ship.
No, there's the opening. It has him dropping a ship with an arrow.
What? That was a boat. That was a river boat.
No, it was a ship. Look at it. That was a functional ship. That wasn't a river boat.
I don't even know where the fuck we are anymore. Go off. Go ahead.
What? You asked me. I said 54. You based off the fact that you...
fuck is a goblin anywhere applicable to a vessel? Outside of crew.
We float them.
In
use them as the
barrels.
hull.
In barrels.
No, we've used them for hulls multiple times. I don't know where you get this from. Like they've been turned into shit. We've used them as the hull. Dead goblins use as a hull. You sun them, you dry them out. He thinks I'm joking. It's actually it's actually in a game. I did a D&D thing. You dry their asses out and there you go. Poor Bob, he's like confused.
I'm confused because you're speaking of fucking nonsense. I want to talk math here. Flesh, matter.
I told you 54.
If an object is going to punch through that, which also, if you're punching through shit, it would depend on the level. I have to rewatch that intro. Because if it was an intro, which I normally skip past intros because there's no point in watching them.
Yeah. Well, apparently there is.
Intros could actually spoil something that comes later in the. Another reason why I skip them.
Yeah. I've also seen him actually. Yeah, so he punches through a ship at that beginning part, so that's what I'm assuming. All right, we're going to call it right here because Bob's getting a headache.
I'm getting a headache because you're speaking of fucking nonsense.
No, you dry him out.
Goblins aren't fucking grapes.
You can dry them out after they die.
Yeah, punching through still living, non-desiccated goblins.
Oh, you're looking at around 6 or
7. There we go.
There you go.
My number was more accurate.
That note, and on that note, after breaking Bob's brain, hey Bob, I'm a train. Hello. Well, you can't stay long because I'm waiting for a client. Got a few minutes. Well, welcome to the chat. Bye. I'd like to thank everyone who joined in tonight.
We're about to close.
We're about to close up shop. I've now wrecked Bob's brain. Yeah, we were about to call it right now. Actually, I was about to sign it off. We're gonna probably tomorrow or the next time we play Breath, we're gonna probably just do straight Breath of Fire unless we'll see if next on Wednesday if they finally got the update for that game we're gonna be playing. Otherwise, most likely we're just gonna be playing some more Breath of Fire. Or we'll be playing. Yeah, I'm most likely gonna finish up the Breath of Fire stuff. Try to get a little farther. We're almost done Breath of Fire, so we're getting there, and we'll see what happens. So join us on Wednesday while we talk about a Conan audiobook. We have DJ Ronnie as our special guest, and we'll most likely be talking about the fun that is. We'll be talking about a couple things, actually. We do have now. There'll be, I think, a movie that's going to be released soon, so we'll see how that is. And most likely I'll have to watch some more Babylon 5 so we can actually talk about Babylon 5. And yeah, there we go. We'll be having some fun about that. Maybe even talk about Stargate. We'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Have